Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is Open Dojo here on a Thursday, the number one source for anime content here on YouTube. We are the BSS. Just want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Tonight we have me, Santo, Miles, and Riddell here holding down the fort. We appreciate you guys for joining on. And what you guys up to, fellas?
Man, obviously everybody knows I'm a busy guy, but the only thing that I want to talk about is that homecoming from Luka Doncic. Man, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. We all loved it. It's crazy. The entire world was rooting for Luka Doncic on that specific day, and he delivered.
Who's the whole world?
The entire world. You hear me? The entire
silence. Such a way. $2 super chat from Trent. Shout out the guys. Miles, you stink. Ooh, brother. Ooh.
Damn.
Trent, what you be doing to me, boy? Ooh.
It get dirty.
He got my toes curling. You see how he just hopped right on it?
Hey, yo.
We haven't even been on the show for a minute. He on it.
That's the first comment too. My God. Wow. What's up with you, Miles?
Trent, man. Shout out the boy Trent.
What's going on with you, Miles? What you been up to?
Man, I've just been watching anime. The new expansion dropped on Final Fantasy, so I've been raiding my ass off, getting my butt kicked. They brought it back old school. We got a good tier. And then my boy Ken Carson dropped tonight. So I got agendas to push.
Bro, when that Cardi album dropped, your Instagram was going crazy. So I can only imagine. What you have in store.
This is wave 2, man. It's gonna get ugly. If it's good. It got leaked earlier this week. People are saying it's bad. Damn. But I don't really listen to leaks like that. I like to wait. So we're gonna see.
Okay.
I never tapped in like that. So
yeah, I never tapped in like that. So we'll see what happens.
What's his style? Like, give him a comparison. So I know who to look for.
If you don't like Cardi, you're not gonna like Ken.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I get you. I get what you're throwing.
Facts, Trent. Facts. Man, he literally had about 30 of them things.
Just I started from 2018, man. I had to take it back.
Well, as for me, I finished Dressrosa. Thank God it's over at this point. Bro, it could have been maybe 30 episodes less. It literally could.
It is long as fuck. I'm being honest.
Well, it was great. The final combination of it, I thought it was pretty cool. Sabo's back. Okay.
Go.
Super glaze fest at the end with Sabo, but sure.
Deserved.
But no, it was fantastic. Is it one of my favorites? Not really. But
really?
Yeah. I don't have it over Skypiea, and I don't have it over Marineford.
Okay.
And I don't have it over Impel Down.
But Doflamingo is a villain. How you feel about him, though?
Up to date, that's the best villain right now.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, because you know how much I really enjoyed Crocodile.
Yeah,
he's literally a way better version of Crocodile.
Yeah.
You finally get to see the evil plan that I was glazing so much to be in the top 10. That plan is crazy,
right? That's just straight evil. Like when they really like dove, when you finally understood what the plan was and how everybody was people, and then I just thought about when they were underground on top of all the toys. That's just bodies. I was like, oh my God, like this, it was sad. It was like legit sad.
It's not.
Man, like the guy's wife is the guy's wife is with her new husband or her new boyfriend, and he's a dog, and he's getting walked by the new husband. I'm like, bruh. Like
It's crazy.
it was wild. But I texted Miles immediately. We done with Usopp.
Cook.
I am so over the Usopp trope. Like one of my favorite parts about this, because I feel the same way. I am so done with Sanji. The thing I loved about this arc is that Sanji was not there.
Wow.
I'm done. Oda be horny, and Sanji is literally horny personified. And I was literally glad that he was not there.
He had a little thing with what's her name? Viola?
Yeah, Viola. And as soon as that happened, I was like, ah, bruh. And then they just send him to the ship, and it was done from there. I'm like, I'm good, bro.
He
This
got his
is
ass beat. Then they sent him to the ship.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man. And for a future arc, I'm not gonna say anything about it. He's gonna hate that arc.
I'm already, because the last episode I saw is that they introduced Kaido, and
Oh,
Kaido
he jumped off the Sky Island.
yeah, Kaido
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like a problem. He looks more menacing than Doflamingo.
Stanto. When I first saw Kaido, I was like, "There's just no way they beat this guy. Like, it's not possible."
That's the first thing I thought of.
He looks more menacing than Whitebeard, Big Mom. He looks the part.
Bro, the first time I heard him talk, he said like Whitebeard did this so easily. Like I'm like, bro, you're trying to die. Man, but yeah, we'll get into that. By the way, chat, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, the usual YouTube talk, but also join our Discord. You can always find our information on our link tree, where you can find all the discussions that we have and maybe ideas for future content coming up. Also, we have our membership tier where they're dropping, especially Miles and Riddell, they're doing a Game of Thrones watch through and review. They just dropped 2 episodes in our membership tier. So if you do want to check those out, go ahead and sign up. It's only like what, $2? I mean, you got that. You can spare a Starbucks coffee for a month and just drop that in. But yeah, fire content. Oh, where's the chicken? Let me. You guys go ahead and filibuster. I'm gonna get Jeff.
What chicken is this?
Hey, man, shout out to chicken. But yeah, go tune into those Game of Thrones reviews, man. It's only heating up, and when the Red Wedding happens, you will be getting my live reaction as someone who's never seen it before. Miles has seen it before. We'll get there. W Attack on Titan hat.
W with the chicken.
W with the hey man,
that's a mascot. That's a mascot.
Cute ass little chicken. Yeah, you catch that Game of Thrones. Riddell thinks he's ready for the Red Wedding. Riddell is not ready for the Red Wedding. He's just not. It's the most horrible thing that could happen. It's horrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And when Riddell sees it unfolding, I just want to see. I want to see his face. I want y'all to see the emotion that comes across his face because it's bad.
Oh man, I'm excited. I can't wait. Me and Rob Miles, we grinding. We're trying to get through that Game of Thrones, man. We're grinding. We'll get there.
The Red Wedding is literally one of the most iconic episodes and scenes in TV history.
You seen this, Anto?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When it happened, I wasn't part of the initial wave of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not the biggest person in like medieval type shows or whatnot, but when I finally got into it, maybe like a year after, when that I was shook. I was like, they really did not have to do all of this. I can understand why people say that it changed landscape in TV shows. Literally, it's that iconic of a whole 10 15 minutes.
All right, y'all hyping it up. I can't wait. Hey, I'll say this though. Not often do I really, self-glaze, pat on the back. Sometimes I just troll and all that stuff. I'm going to be proud of myself that I was able to avoid Red Wedding spoilers for this long. I
That
just
is
somehow I was just able
Spoilers?
to. Huh?
You don't know anything about it?
I know nothing. So
that is
every time
wild.
someone mentions the Red Wedding, I always make it a habit. I mute it. I turn it off. I'm like, I know I'm eventually going to watch this show. I don't want to know what happens. So I'm completely clean. I have no idea what happens other than that it's an iconic twist.
Wow. That's actually like a first. I've never heard someone say that they're watching it and they have not been spoiled about that. So that's impressive.
I am very particular when it comes to spoilers.
I have a good poker face. I'm pretty sure Santo does too. Who do you think's involved in it?
Well, I think Marjorie's involved.
Okay.
And I think Joffrey's involved.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say Cersei's involved. Pretty much a lot of people from King's Landing. That's my guess. Is gonna be involved.
Gotcha.
Nobody in the comments better spoil. Nobody in the chat better spoil. I will
please don't spoil.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. I legit want Riddell to like miss work, message Miles, be like, Miles, we need to go live now. We need to talk about this. It's really that great. So today, let me rewind a little bit. So last week we did a best protagonist in gaming tier list. A lot of people were very shocked at the list that we had, having Link all the way down as the bottom character. And who was it? Was it Kratos? Was Kratos number one?
Yeah, Kratos was one of those people on the top spot. Yeah,
and Kratos was literally on top S tier. So today we're going to do best antagonist in gaming tier list. So I'm gonna drop the link. If you guys want to join up, you sure can. And Miles, who's your favorite antagonist in gaming? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but who do you have?
Do I want to piss you off or do I want to give my honest answer?
Oh my god.
I think it's one and the same. Probably my favorite villain is probably Sephiroth. Probably. If not him, if not him, then Kefka. It's one of those two though.
I'm literally speechless because we after the episode last week, me and Miles went on a rant about Sephiroth, and he was telling me how Sephiroth is ass.
He's still cool though, but like being objective, I don't think he's that great. As far as what I like, I think he's fire. Outside of Kefka and Sephiroth, though, probably Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
The extent that he's willing to go to be a hater, to get himself from the past, get two different versions of his soul, and possess a whole bunch of motherfuckers to be him, that's a level of hate I hope to achieve. That's amazing.
Okay. Riddell, how about you?
Oh, it's Virgil for sure. I mean, Dante's my favorite protagonist. Virgil's my favorite antagonist. I mean, Dante and Master Chief, of course. Like I said, Dante Virgil is my favorite dynamic I've seen, period. Their brother dynamic. And not only is Virgil the badass, not only is Yamato one of my favorite weapons in video game history, but he has so many layers. We'll get into it, I'm sure, but he has so many layers to his story and different interpretations of him, but also different ways they kind of tell his story, from like Devil May Cry 5 versus Devil May Cry 3. Sure. So yeah, Virgil Sin, Timothy, love to see it.
Okay. For me, I mean, Miles said it. Miles said mine. It's Sephiroth. He's literally the Sun Jinwoo of antagonists. Is just straight aura.
He has to.
He is not cheeks, bro. He is not. He's actually really, really cool in his story and also as a character. Like, he's just great. That's
he's
hate,
something.
Bro. That's
He's
heavy.
something. He's cool.
He's
I've
but
never
he
played.
but the thing is that he's more than that.
Masamune the fire sword. All his names sound fire. Like, that's
Mhm.
the first time I heard scintilla. What the fuck is a scintilla? I'm like, yo, his moves are mad cool. He has probably the most iconic theme in video games. I'll give him that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Bro, but inside the story, he's bland.
What do you mean? Do you think Aerith is a good character?
I think she's bland too. But the
You-
reason why I have Sephiroth, like I already, well, first of all, disclaimer, I already told you. I think the best character from that game is Genesis. I've already told you that.
Okay.
I think he's bar none the best. He's the best character from that game. And then
Okay.
two, I like Aerith and I like Sephiroth because they're able to push Cloud and make him be a character. But I think all three of them are bland and they heavily rely on each other. Obviously, Cloud relying on the other two more than they rely on him. And it's just, hey, here's a flower. Hey.
You really don't vibe with 7.
No, I think it's the most. I think that game is so overrated, and I think all of like the pop culture stuff it fulfills takes away from people actually judging it as a game. I genuinely, I wasn't trolling that day. I don't think it's a top 5 Final Fantasy. I don't. I think it's closer to 10 than it is to 5. It's just so bland.
Oh my god. This
Genesis, Zack, Vincent, all the side characters are fire. The main cast is Barrett's better than all three of them niggas. They're just better characters.
no.
Hell yeah, Barrett's better, man.
And I'm sorry we're going off on a Final Fantasy 7 tangent, but literally the remake is Sephiroth remaking Final Fantasy 7. Like
I
that's
wonder why they gotta remake it.
That's nasty.
that is gross. That's
I wonder why.
you sad, bro. That's you make me mad, bro. It's so it's never like literally it's Sephiroth from past Advent children coming back and remaking the story. Like that's how great he is.
That shit
That
cheap,
he's
dog.
literally time traveling back as himself and changing things.
Where's my I'm not moved shirt at? I gotta get that
Oh
made.
my bruh.
He's just not him.
He
He's not. Those characters are just not him. Why would I be Cloud when I could be Tidus? Why would I be Cloud when I could be Squall? Why would I be Sephiroth when I could be Kefka? Why would I be Sephiroth when I could be Garland, Gabrand, Caius, Zenos?
bruh.
We done with them old ass niggas from the 90s, man. Them
Bruh.
niggas is trash.
This Final Fantasy.
He's really
7
making Cloud seem mid as hell, man.
Riddell,
It-
he's literally, and I'm gonna throw it straight at you, Riddell, and it's not intentional. Okay, it's just it's a matter of consistency.
Okay.
The way them niggas treat is the way them niggas should be treating Cloud. Them niggas is not all that. You see how hard they are about you with how they treat him?
They hate that man, bro.
Cloud should be met with the same level of scrutiny. He's literally
What are we doing?
except more emo, more sad, and he actually does less than He does less. At least we'll see Asta getting fucked up, and you'll see something swell in him. You'll see him become a person. Cloud, not interested. That's literally it. Not interested. Cloud, we want to help you. Not interested.
Damn.
He's saying all of that, but Riddell is big on story. If Riddell was to play the game or even watch the story, he would see that Cloud's character is actually really great.
For one game and one movie, he's a vegetable. And then for one game, he's literally an emotionless monster. Like, he's literally emotionless. Everything's just happening around him. He's doing nothing but failing and being emotionless for the entire game.
Without context, sure.
Sure, but that's what's happening.
Without context, sure. There's
Wait,
reasons.
there's a movie for it, right?
Advent Children. He's literally he's a vegetable for half the movie. Not literally, but he's just, man, I'm sick. I wish
So if I watch
sick.
that movie, Santo, would I think Cloud's a good character?
If you watch that movie, you
Yeah.
will not think he's a good character person.
Advent Children?
Yes.
Riddell, yes, you will think he's a good character. Yes.
Because a lot of the context is missing from Advent Children.
But at least Riddell in this movie, this is Cloud fully realized at least. He's fully realized. So throughout the first, I want to say quarter of a half of the movie, he's vegetableized, like he's very depressed. But he actually crawls out of it, and you get to see a lot of his personality shine through.
You don't
throughout
see
the latter half.
You don't
that
really
you don't
see,
get to see in the first.
You won't see why he's depressed, why he's mentally unstable, what caused it. You won't see anything. You just see him. Oh, he's emotionally unavailable to anything, and then he's emotionally available.
He should have stayed a vegetable, man. That's all I gotta say.
You sad.
That's tough.
You sad. But yeah, so chat again. I'm gonna be dropping the link down here while people are coming up. So yeah, finish Dressrosa. Kaido's a problem. Very, very interested to see what's going on next because we're finally seeing the other half of the Straw Hat Pirates doing something on this island. Have no idea who's who right now. A new set of bad guys. I don't know what's going on with Big Mom. She was just there for like an episode, and that was it in Dressrosa. Like her ship was there, and then it was gone. After seeing her in Fishman Island, like I don't think I've seen her again. I don't know why. They really focused on Dolphy. I think Dolphy right now is the best villain, like I said. And yeah. Oh, Gear 4.
Oh,
Gear
yeah,
4 Gear 4 is cool.
Yeah.
I was really when I saw it, I was like, man, this is pretty dope. Like he looks very robot like. Which like with jetpack and stuff, like, but no, he's just moving his feet really fast, which I thought was really cool because I was not a big fan of Gear 3. Gear 3 is it's cheeks, bro. It is just not it. With and I mean what redeemed it a little bit is now that he can use armament hockey. But other than that, Gear 3, we could have just skipped that whole thing. That could have been the Super Saiyan 3. We could have just skipped it. But Gear 4 was really cool. Packed up Doflamingo like it was nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that he had that in the tank the whole time. It's like it just doubled down the fact that Hody wasn't shit. Like,
bro, Fishman Island could have been so good if they had a. I mean, do I want to make people mad? That's how I feel about Skypiea.
Yeah, bro, this Enel hate has to stop.
Enel is so trash, bro. I don't know why people like him.
But Sephiroth not trash. You see, yeah, sad,
bro.
Enel got the lightning powers. He was like the first big threat that was like, yo, they can't do nothing to this guy. I mean, Crocodile, when Luffy got some blood, he can start punching him. But Luffy got lucky with NL. It was literally a matchup thing. If it wasn't a matchup thing, he was not going to beat him. So,
but sure, but I mean, and when he fought,
he also introduced observation hockey.
True.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm sorry, but Enel is so trash, bro. I'm sorry. I have to go back to that. He's so trash. Like literally, he go on your boat and go to the moon, bro. Stay there. Just stay up there. Just relax.
He's coming back eventually. Eventually,
sure.
coming back.
I hope he doesn't.
Yo,
Literally.
that is-
I hope he doesn't, bro. Nah.
this hate is misplaced. I think you're just mad at me. Like, he's not
No,
that
no.
bad.
He's I was not moved by his plan, by his intention. I wasn't moved by any of it. Like literally, like with Crocodile, I got it. Like it's a menacing plan. Him,
He just had a god complex.
Mhm.
You know, that's
Rightfully
about
so.
it. He was like vastly stronger than everybody. So yeah.
I mean, aside from having cool lightning powers and being able to one shot people from across the map, other
He had a
than
cool
that,
design too. A lot of
I
people
thought
like
that was
Anel's
cool. His design was fire, and I like the idea of like, yo, we can't even speak out loud because he'll hear us. Like, he was really like, until you saw him, he was just really a menacing, very scary villain to go against.
proceeds to get to look. I mean, personally, I think Sanji looked great against him. In that moment with Sanji that he doesn't get credit for,
Just because he lit that cigarette
I mean, that
and
was
passed
aura.
out after.
Sure. The only time I was moved by Sanji, the only time.
You
But
like
you're
Moria
white.
more than Anel?
Morgan.
Shadow
Remind,
Thriller
remind
Bark?
dude.
Thriller
Shadow
Bark?
dude.
I don't know. I don't like anything about Thriller Bark.
Yeah, I was just trying to gauge because you think Anel's trash. I'm like, I feel like I can think of some villains that are worse than Anel.
More
As
is definitely more.
the big bad, Enel trash, bro.
But so is like Moria's a warlord.
I kind of agree with Santo low key.
Eh.
Magellan or Enel?
Magellan was better.
I agree. Magellan is
Magellan, literally, Luffy could not beat Magellan. Like,
Not
he had nothing for him.
even with his stinky poo poo gag. You still like him more?
Yes.
Okay.
I like
To
Magellan
me-
more than Anel too. To be fair.
Me too.
I think Magellan was way more menacing than Enel.
Who else?
I mean,
Arlong.
Arlong's story is more captivating than Enel.
Cody.
Oh, easy Anel. Come on.
No, I won't go. I won't be.
Okay.
I won't be this. I won't be that nasty. But
Caesar Clown.
I love Caesar Clown. Moria trash. And like I said, I don't like anything about Thriller Bark.
Moria, Hody below.
They in the same tier for me.
Captain Kuro.
I was about to say his name too.
I really like Captain Kuro.
Really? I don't hear that often.
Captain Kuro's story about being a pirate and then regretting all of that, I think that's captivating.
Sauce at Bellamy. I think
But Bellamy,
cleared.
I mean, Bellamy isn't a big bad, but I did appreciate the redemption of Bellamy.
That's what makes him good. Not
Yeah, the Dressrosa stuff makes him good.
Yeah. But yeah, and now, like, if we're being honest, if like I said, when we start putting pen to paper, and Nell's not up there at all.
I mean, one of these days when you catch up, we could do like a One Piece tier list for these villains.
I've wanted to do that for a long time. We need more of us caught up though.
I'm trying.
We just need random, and then we here.
We might gotta do it without them. We're gonna be waiting until we're old, 72 years old.
Not true.
Random is not gonna keep pace.
He's not,
especially with all these new anime that are being released. He is not gonna keep pace. Which, by the way, next week Tuesday, we're gonna have a lot of conversations about anime.
If y'all are not locked in, please get locked in. A lot of heat dropped. Y'all know me. I like pushing propaganda. Solo leveling's good. I'm sorry. I'm letting y'all have it on Tuesday.
Thank you. If solo leveling came out this season,
Cooked.
we would not be talking about Solo Leveling the way
Cooked.
we do. We
Yeah.
literally was not.
It'd be
Two-
in the combos. I don't want to be too disrespectful. It would be talked about, but it would definitely look a lot different than the conversation we've been having during the winter.
you
Yo.
can pull up and push your propaganda
This thing is crazy.
because it would literally not be in the conversation. To be
He just threw that out there. He don't even know what he's talking about.
I mean, we have Yaiba Samurai looking like literally almost on par with Studio Ghibli. Like some heat dropped. I mean, Vigilantes was great. Like a lot of great things dropped this season.
Off rip, in terms of like strictly going on like animation quality, because that's what puts Solo up there, animation and fights. From what I've seen, obviously 2BRX clears is not even a conversation, not even the same tier. Fire Force this season would be on par or better than Solo Leveling this season. And then Hate. And then I think it would be an interesting conversation with like Yaiba, Lazarus. Moonrise drops Thursday, so I'm gonna peep that one. Vigilantes, low key, could be better than
Clears.
Solo.
DMC's better.
I was just about to say, listen,
DMC's better.
for all the people who are saying DMC is not great, y'all need to look in the mirror because y'all sad. Go get some therapy. Go talk to a friend. Go touch grass. Let the sun hit your skin. You guys are just wrong. DMC is fire.
And then I'm only speaking on a conversation that y'all made a conversation. One Piece is like, be for real. They took that 6 month break. Let's be for real. It's not close.
Come back. Oh man, I already admit that I'm a DMC elitist, but I never called the anime trash. So DMC is good. I won't watch it because I'm a DMC elitist. But I'm different from the beginning after the end fans who have been crying ever since every episode has come out. I know I'm an elitist, and I know I'm spoiled when it comes to Dante. Well, that's fine. Doesn't make the anime bad. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make the anime bad.
So we named what, 7 series better than Solo Leveling?
Yeah,
probably.
Mm-hmm. And there's still series to come.
Because I think
we haven't even mentioned Windbreaker. Just dropped today.
First episode was good.
First episode was last week, huh?
Yeah, it already came out. First episode.
Oh, my fault. It just popped up on my.
The only one left that's like high regard that hasn't dropped is Moonrise.
Yeah,
and I don't know why it's coming out so late.
Oh, and also, by the way, that Guilty Gear anime, great.
It's good.
It's great.
It's good.
Like Solo would not be on this Mount Rushmore better than One Piece. Like, nah. It's just nah.
Kai, the ones that I feel will have more hype, to answer your question, 2B Hero X is gonna clear it. Like, that's Riddell's pick, but I'm standing right behind them low key. That first episode moved the fuck out of me. Like, I'm completely blown away with what they're doing, animation wise, storytelling wise, their world. They got it. I think DMC is gonna. It's done already. I think DMC is better than Solo Leveling. I think the animation we got, coupled with the story. Here's the thing, man. When you're only riding on that animation, if I get equal animation and a story, it clears. Like, that's just simple math right there. We got equal animation, but I got a story that's good. I win every single time. I think Moonrise is going to be better. I think we hate Solo for no reason. I think Moonrise is going to be better. I think Lazarus is going to be better. I mean, hey, man. And they're competing against each other.
Vigilantes and Fire Force, they're gonna. You can already tell from Fire Force and Vigilantes from how Fire Force, that Haumea scene where they were throwing in the text bubbles while she was listening to people. Fire. The whole thing when they were inside the Abdullah, and then you got these interesting sound effects. Fire. And then Vigilantes with like the comic book sound effects while they're fighting, and they haven't even boxed yet. Man, it's gonna get wicked when it comes to Solo. Also, another anime we didn't mention, that I've been telling people, if you want to watch a comedy, peep Witch Watch. It is the Spy Family of this season. It is a comedy that people are going to enjoy. The animation is very cute. The characters are very cute. Witch Watch is the comedy of this season, and that one's going to pop off too. Season stacked. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen a stacked season like this in a long time.
If there's any Solo Leveling fans, I just dropped the link. Tell us why it's so good, man. And you can't use the word animation. Just come up here, tell me why it's good without using the word animation. We can talk about it.
And for bonus points, name me 3 characters in the show, not counting any of his shadows. And bonus points. I mean, no Googles, just straight off the dome. You can try, but I mean, I know you're gonna be pressed. It's like asking somebody, "What's nougat?" Exactly. But
you know, AJ, we just talking ish, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though people been overglazing it, saying it's better than One Piece. I mean, when you say things are better than One Piece, prepare for the smoke. Like I can confident, I'll come out here and say Attack on Titan's better than One Piece. I'm ready for the smoke, but I also like them equally. They're both my tier 1s. So Solo Leveling got to prepare for it. You can't just be saying stuff like that.
And I've kind of noticed that in the Solo Leveling community is they'll bring up every anime and say it's better, but if we retaliate, we're not letting Solo Leveling grow. Just don't bring us up. I don't bring One Piece up. Y'all bring it up for me, and I just got to defend the GOAT series. Y'all make it easy for me. Just don't bring it up.
Honestly, and One Piece is in a different bracket. We understand. It's just implied in the anime scene. But really literally, like, look at all the excitement there is with this season. Just shows last season was. Let me be quiet right now because Sauce wants to interrupt with a $5 super chat. Y'all go up there. I need some new faces. Dang, he's trying to say we hideous, bro.
Hey, man.
Yo,
I feel that. Not only do we need new faces on the platform, but we also need those people to join the Discord. So go to our link tree, join the Discord. Got a popping community. We added a health and fitness chat. So now we're gonna be grinding, getting in the gym, eating healthy as a community. Love to see it.
Yeah, it's cool. But like we were saying, like literally, the excitement for anime is back, and I'm so glad about it because I'm a lot of anime only content, so I'm so glad that there's stuff to watch. Because last season, if it wasn't Sakamoto Days, if it wasn't Solo Leveling, and if it wasn't ReZero, yes, you had your Shangri-La Frontier for, you know, the other isekai watchers and stuff, but
shout out Apothecary Diaries. Throwing out there.
$2 super chat from Ty. Just wait until I watch Solo Leveling. I'll be back.
No, you won't. He will not.
Listen, man. In most things, you're hard to cook. Nigga, I'll cook the fuck out you if you try to put some Solo Level propaganda.
Bro.
What are we doing?
What are we doing, Ty? Shout out to Gabe. But yeah. Oh, wait. Kai back here. What's up, Kai?
What's up, Brent?
Look, I'm not saying Solo Leveling is better.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like, look, I tend, like, what I've realized is we like to gas up things and hype up things before they actually happen. Riddell, Lani, they were gassing up the beginning after the end. Trash. They did the same with Tower of God. Trash. That looked horrible. I couldn't sit through that.
That's fair.
Now, with Solo Leveling, cool. Like, you know, the shadows. I know I can name the shadows and the side characters. I can't. But when you give me a cool MC, cool fights, he does cool shit, it's just gonna stick with people. Like, I think I agree. Like One Piece, Fire Force, Vigilantes, they're all better stories. But like, be realistic with yourself. When Solo Leveling was like the fights are happening, you were seeing that everywhere. In Fire Force, I could probably see about 2 moments in the upcoming season. Maybe that happens. I don't want to spoil just in case.
No,
like anyone thinks.
No, crazy animation scenes are definitely gonna happen. I'm also gonna say this though. when it comes to the beginning after the end, me and Lonnie hype up the story. And there's no way in hell you're saying the story's trash. So just want to be very clear. Now the animation's mid, fine. I never disagreed with that. I don't think it's trash, but I do think it's mid. And as for Tower of God, again, no way you're calling that story trash. That's just objectively wrong. But again, the animation's not like Solo Leveling tier. But again, it's not trash at the same time. So, just gotta point it out there. We praise stories, and those stories are elite.
Pause.
Elite stories.
Vidal, we have to adapt to this new generation of anime fans.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
If the animation is not good, a lot of them aren't rocking with it.
And they're wrong.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that, Kai, because we legit in our TikTok video, a guy literally said, "Us anime onlys are enjoying it. It's the beginning after the end manga fans that are shitting on it." So it's not that this new generation is like, "Oh yeah, it needs to have solo leveling animation." Now there is some there. There you come into it, your solo leveling's your first anime, you expect to see that all the time. Sure. But at the same time, the people that I see shitting on it are the manga fans, are the light novel fans. They're the ones calling that shit trash and the worst thing because it's not Mushoku Tensei or ReZero level animation because it's their baby. It's their little baby. They wanted it to be great. Although I understand that, it's also over exaggeration.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Kai, I agree with you, right? Like, it looks cool. I don't have me personally, I don't have no problems with solo leveling. But when you bring up the closest thing to the Bible, nigga, I'm standing on 10, bro. Just don't like, and that's my problem with the solo leveling, guys. I said it earlier. Like, y'all theories is cool. Don't bring up these other series though, because these fans are gonna come at y'all hard. If y'all want to enjoy y'all show, just enjoy y'all show. Rate it high, praise it. You don't gotta compare it to other shows to praise y'all show. But y'all do that and then wonder why y'all get fried.
And then you wonder why Ty pops up on a random Thursday.
Hey, man, listen. I've solo leveling, bro. It's so weird because now I understand what it feels like to be part of a fan base where people undermine the storytelling. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I get it. But I've never seen something like this. People be like, yo, I really want to see more side characters. And the solo fans will say, like, oh, it's called solo level. I'm like, oh. So, like,
yeah.
I was like, oh. So, like, that title's like serious? Like,
you gotta be quiet because we got a $2 super chat from Jaden. Solo a solid 7.5. Ooh.
I respect it. I probably would give it like a 7. Even before the anime came out, I always thought it was kind of meh. So I never really changed my
I ain't gonna lie. Man to me is a 5. I ain't gonna lie. I would obviously never argue this shit against One Piece, but I'm gonna watch it. Because the thing about it is, it's like, I feel like even a lot of the people that I like y'all and just other people I do trust, all are saying is like, it's kind of mid. I'm like, dang. Well, because the general fans, they'll call anything mid. That don't mean much to me. But a lot of people that I'm like, oh, so this is just like mid, like genuinely mid. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a fun watch. Just when you haven't got anything else to watch, you just like Ty. How people describe Dragon Ball is what Solo Leveling actually is.
Yikes. Well, here's the thing, right? I have fun watching good characters, bro. That's like so.
He's good. He has a good character.
Sun Jin-woo is a good character. After Sun Jin-woo,
I swear to God, if somebody says, "Oh, they're finally gonna make the Demon Girl more relevant," I am done, bro.
Santos, somebody just texted me this. I want to know how you feel.
Go ahead.
Solo leveling is the Playboy Cardi of anime.
Wow.
Hey, from not knowing anything about Playboy Cardi, that sounds pretty correct to me. I'm be honest. That sounds pretty correct to me.
Okay, I'll describe it this way. Knows what it does well.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't stray away.
Mm-hmm.
Entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Solid. So for music, would be sound, but for this, solid animation.
Mm-hmm.
And their fans think that shit is elite.
And they think
Hey,
it's
man.
elite. I mean, good
Hey,
call.
man.
You know,
That's
I
a
guess
good call. I'll be honest. That's a good call.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, and that's why I'm thinking solo leveling is probably not for me because like obviously I enjoy actions like action series like you storytell through action, but it seems like the storytelling in the action scenes aren't that good, and that's where my problem would come in at. It seems
The
like
action's good.
yeah, I know, I feel you, but I'm hearing that the people are saying the storytelling in the action scenes isn't good.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's my thing, right? Because when people say like certain fights, oh, it's just flash. I'm like, no, the storytelling of this fight was fantastic. Like, if I could take like Naruto versus Sasuke, storytelling of that fight is fantastic,
No,
right?
for sure.
It looks really cool too, and that just adds to it. But the storytelling of this fight is also fire. So for me, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
Oh,
I
sorry,
think about
Tiger.
yeah, I think about like when people are comparing this to One Piece, I'm like, bro, some of my favorite moments of One Piece are not action scenes, but the action scenes are so well written. I'm like, it's just like Luffy's fighting. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy because Santo ain't rich yet, but like I can see when Luffy's fighting Lucci, and he said and then he had the speech from Usopp. I was like, this shit was so good, bro. You know what?
You about to start watching it right now.
I'm gonna watch it. We gonna.
And look, I don't want to come off as I'm not a big Solo fan. It's just a cool watch. I would say later on, the learning about the system actually helps with the story a lot. I would say, like, it makes it a bit more interesting knowing like the lore of like his power system and everything.
Yeah,
But
the monarchs and stuff.
yeah, but besides that, it's just a fun watch every now and then. So.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. And one last thing. My thing is, from what I'm hearing of Sun Jin Woo, I don't know if he's gonna be my type of guy because I love when a main character faces some real conflict. Like, bro, y'all laugh about it, but this is one of the reasons I love Deku because he got bullied, bro. No, hear me out. That made me have empathy for him. That connected me to him. Like, dang, he got bullied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I seen Baku having a hard time, I was like, oh, he's cooking something here. You know what I'm saying? Give him some conflict, give him some struggle.
No, you're spitting though, because Sun Jin Woo, like, he has some pretty hard fights. Kai mentioned it with the or involving the monarchs, but it really is like not to the point where I'm like, oh, he's gonna lose. So yeah, I hear you though.
Give some struggles, man.
Shut up, man. It's only man. We just like to, be honest. Solo leveling, we weren't crapping on it too much. We tried to mellow it, but then the One Piece comp came kind of similar to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was chilling. Then we got Ninja saying it's the greatest anime of all time, and then that just changed the entire conversation about it. So it happens.
Because it's just like, be for real, bro. That's why. Like, come on, bro.
Like,
And
it's
then
okay.
Ninja.
Okay to praise something, and you don't have any issue praising something, but when you add extra,
I'm lagging?
No, I think it's Santo because I hear this lag from Santo.
Am I good?
You lagging?
Okay, I'll be right back.
I remember I used to lag a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
Funny enough, I think the scene that Ty would really enjoy, Riddell, is the scene where Sung Jin Woo helps his mom out. That'd probably be like Ty's favorite scene.
I heard about that scene. The Solo fans apparently hated it.
It wasn't fight interaction, bro.
There was like too many emotions. I can't feel. It's not okay. I'm not allowed. So, no, I think Ty would resonate with that scene quite a bit. Oh, I agree.
I'm gonna tap into it. I'm gonna tap into it. I'll give a report on how I feel about it.
While Santo gets that fixed, might as well bring this up. Me and Ty did the reaction to the IGN list, and we read the criteria being like impact and like characters we liked. That list made no sense to me, bro. Some of it was like, okay. Some of it was like cool, but at the same time, like Lupin on the list didn't move me.
You hating?
Didn't move me.
Yeah.
And Aaron Yeager wasn't on the list. Griffith wasn't on the list.
Aaron Yeager.
Luffy was one though, so we like Edward. I love
Edward was 2.
Edward
Johan
was
made
2.
the list, which was interesting considering they were heavy impact.
I feel like the top 2. I wasn't mad at it. I ain't gonna lie.
Ed and Luffy.
Oh yeah, 1 was Ed.
Oh no,
1
Ed was
Luffy.
1. Was Luffy
and
2?
2 was Spike.
No,
Wait.
1 was Luffy. One was Luffy.
Am I looking at an
Maybe
old
we had a
list?
different one.
Yeah, you're looking at a
probably
different
an
list.
old list.
It might be a different one.
Lupin was on it. Number 25 was Astro Boy.
Astro Boy being on
told me
that list, I was like, okay.
Oh, y'all
Nobody
toxic.
watched Astro Boy.
No respect to Astro?
Nah.
Oh yeah, y'all are toxic. Astro Boy's iconic. What y'all
No,
talking about?
I respect Astro Boy. I think Lupin is where I kind of drew the line, but Astro Boy.
Levi Ackerman was on the list and Aaron wasn't. Like, come on.
Okay. As a pop culture phenomenon, is Levi just not a little bit more popular?
That's why I was
Way
trying
more popular.
to give it that leeway. It was like, okay, maybe it's just popular characters, but then you had Lupin on the list, and I'm like,
What?
Astro Boy and Lupin? Come on.
I do feel like Aaron is more popular only from this standpoint. Most people, like most of the conversation around AOT at this point are like, outside of the writing and like all that stuff, is talking about the ending, and it's because of Aaron. Like a lot of people mention the ending because of the rumbling, his decision. Like his decision that he made is one of those decisions that are going to be like keep the story iconic because the question is, was Aaron right or wrong? Like that whole thing is one of the biggest circling conversation around AOT is was do you agree with Aaron's decision or do you not? I don't really feel like Levi's in a lot of those conversations as often as Aaron is. But I think if you did like a popularity poll, Levi probably would win that.
Yeah, I think most people's favorite character might be Levi. It's just like pick a lane. You can't have that and then have Astro Boy and Lupin on the list. It just don't make sense.
But you know what? That's why I think Aaron is probably more culturally relevant, but may not be as like the fan favorite just because of that decision he made at the end.
Valid. Also, Ichigo didn't make the list. No Bleach characters.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
That's
We're good.
hate. That's hate.
Wait, listen.
You said what I said was hate.
That's hate.
Thank God.
Very easy.
Wait, wasn't Isaac on there?
No, Isaac
No.
wasn't there.
Oh
Thank
no!
God.
Oh right.
Kakashi was there and Sasuke wasn't, which is
Wait. I've seen
interesting.
Vegeta, but no Goku. Oh, okay, here's Goku.
Nah,
I thought I
Goku
was
is higher
tripping.
than him on the
I
list.
thought I was tripping.
It
I
just
like that list.
was-
I fuck with their list.
You like
There's too many
you like
inconsistencies
Shinji
on that
being there?
list.
The only
Oh, I
niggas I don't
hate
like on the list is Zoro.
Well, get Shinji out of here, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Zoro was the Bakugo is the modern day Zoro from the standpoint of Zoro always cook on popularity polls. Bakugo put that popularity poll in a stranglehold. That was Zoro though at first.
Wait, did Deku make the list? I don't
No.
remember.
Nah, I mean I don't think any of my hero character did.
Nope.
No JJK character either.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I think Gojo would have probably been on there.
Gojo probably.
Should have been probably.
And it did. It's one other one that didn't make sense to me is like Guts is on the list, Johan's on the list, Griffith is not on the list. That just doesn't make sense to me.
No, and another part that killed me was that Light Yagami is on there, and also L. Like both should not be on there.
Oh, they had a few. They had Jotaro and Dio on the list.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like
higher than Dio. That doesn't make sense.
By
to me.
quite a bit too. Yeah, Jotaro like 14th greatest character ever. I'm like, hold your horses. I'm gonna be
I ain't gonna lie, we gotta see the writers' room for this list, bro.
It did not make sense.
I feel like maybe they did like how we make our list. We kind of like go take turns. That's probably we'll keep it.
Yeah.
That's why it might be a little off.
And then some old dude says, "Hey, we gotta put."
You see, y'all nasty with it, man.
Yo, don't forget about that Astro Boy.
We
Yo,
done with the 90s.
Y'all nasty with it, boy. Because Pluto just dropped last year, and that shit was gas. Y'all nasty with it, boy.
you're right, but goddamn it, why?
Yo, take Gabe's voice off the soundboard.
Gabe is goated on the soundboard right now, bro.
W Gabe, man. That's why he's part of the Mafia. VSS Mafia. Shout out. Yeah, that list was kind of meh. But
It was trash. It was. Let me not say it was trash because I don't want to go overboard. Some
We-
questionable calls were made.
there's some yeah. I think like I mean eventually we'll create our official one, but it just threw me off. Like some things was here. I'm like, if it's a popularity contest, sure, I get it. That's your criteria, fine. But then you throw in some things that I'm like, do people talk about this character? Like, is this really that popular right now? So that's why I didn't.
I actually think Aizen should have been on the list.
Yeah, one Bleach character. It's part of the big three. Like, come on. You got 2 Naruto characters, 2 Dragon Ball characters, 2 One Piece characters, no Bleach characters?
I mean, well, that part kind of makes sense, but
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
All right, that's
you know, I think,
thanks.
no, I'm saying that those 4 series are not the same level of popularity is the point I'm making. Like, you feel me? Like, if I say, like, oh, there's 2 Dragon Ball characters, but no Bleach character, I'm like, well, yeah, it's Dragon Ball. Like, the fuck?
That's it.
No, I said Aizen should be on the list, though. I said Aizen should be on there.
Oh, you did,
Ooh.
Oh, by the way,
He's an iconic villain.
I did want to take a moment to just give a quick shout out to Lonnie and Taylor. They finally tied the knot over this weekend. Lonnie's still alive. He survived. They both did, and they're enjoying their honeymoon. Random will be back next week. He just made it in today. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick shout out to our captain Lonnie. Just
Yeah, shout out, man.
Success. It was a success.
W love.
W love, man. Shout out Lonnie. What stays in Barcelona or what happens in Barcelona stays in Barcelona. So,
Y'all
Random
random, random
story.
Lonnie caught up, boy.
not even Lonnie, it's random. It's random. But, he's still team hero. Miles said he still got it.
He
They're
good,
trying to
man.
indict my boy Random. They're trying to indict him.
I
He
feel
needed
if
to-
we was in Spain. We was in the club. We gonna act up. It's all good.
Hey man, I'm just a viewer. I'm just speculating. Y'all got it.
Riddell is such a capper.
I can't wait till we do an event live.
What's our next argument? I want to fight somebody.
Now he want to
Dang.
fight.
I want to fight some. You play video games like that, Ty?
I used to. I used to be big on gaming, but I don't know. Recent years, I haven't really been big on gaming.
No, I feel that. They got this antagonist tier list coming up. Video game villains.
I'm aware of this, so I can probably still participate in that.
Gotcha.
Big bet. If we do meet up in person, no, I'm not gonna say it. When we do, that's gonna be an interesting time. I'm gonna be honest. I can guarantee that I will be an observer the majority of the time while people go crazy. So, yeah, have fun. I'll keep it kosher.
Yeah, I'm a chill.
Designated driver Riddell. I like that.
I'm not a fan of driving.
Yo, you can't not do nothing.
Yeah.
And not drive.
No, I can drink. I still drink. Don't get me wrong. I still drink. But, I always stay on my P's and Q's because I'm not trying to get caught up. You feel me? So, we're here.
I'm a big boy,
I'll
I'm
drive.
tall,
I'll drive.
I'm good.
I'll drive.
See?
I don't get fucked up.
I don't either. But
I don't drink the devil's nectar.
I only get really fucked up when it starts mixing stuff up.
Ty
That
sounded
was
like a
hilarious.
grown ass man right
We're
there.
gonna have 3 designated drivers. That's so fire. Ty, you can drive?
Yeah, yeah.
That's so
I've been
fire.
driving since I was like 13.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I grew up in Memphis. We in the country. My dad had a pickup truck with 3 front seats.
Damn, so we got the safest designated driver. Oh yes.
Safe is. I mean,
Hey, just as long as we get to point A to point B, that's all that matters.
Mhm.
And I only got really messed up 2 times in my life, and that was because I smoked a cigar, a Cuban, while drinking, and I had a lot of weed at a wedding while drinking. So, yeah, I was cooked.
W time.
Hey, man, at least I didn't do anything crazy. I have accountability.
I don't know. During that tornado warning, they were saying he was doing something.
What?
In the Discord, they was drawing on you. They was drawing on you.
No, I was vibing during those tornado warnings. We here.
Wait, Kai, you play video games before we start this tier list?
Not really, but I know enough though.
Not Ty, the Brit.
Oh,
nah, I'm not really locked into video game characters like that, so I'll probably go down.
What do they do out there in the ends, man?
Shit, I don't be playing video games.
I'm just fucking with you.
Y'all be playing football?
Me, it's a cool sport every now and then. Nothing too serious.
Okay, I feel that.
Y'all ready for Blue Lock to pull up to see what happens with Nagi?
I
Yeah,
was refreshing
I'm
that
wrong.
page. I was refreshing that page to see what's going on. I'm locked in. Blue Lock got me hooked now. So
Riddell, he's not going to be in the
just
story
now?
anymore.
He
If I
done,
take-
Nagi,
I
I'm
mean-
sorry.
hey man.
He's skipping the next arc.
He could be gone for a while. That's possible. If he is, then I won't be reading until he comes back. So
Wow.
you know,
That's not, bro.
That's
disrespectful.
we here.
Praying on
Konami
Shido
Part 2?
downfall, praying on Nagi downfall.
No, just
We don't
It's a
speak on
start.
J.R. Smith.
don't disrespect. Don't compare Nagi to Shido.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
Shido to fail.
One
Nagi.
is top 3 and the other's not in the top 23.
We got to stop with this top 3 narrative, bro. There was a mistake. There was a clerical error that has him up there.
I agree.
Yo,
Like,
Santo
let's play with Ren.
It's-
crazy when you brought out the stats.
Bro,
Oh
when you,
my God.
again, like I say, when you put pen to paper and you start looking at things, some numbers you can see. Why are you even up there?
I'm pretty sure Bradley Beal led the league in points per game before, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Shido.
He did. That's a perfect comp. Oh my god.
I mean, it would be if
You know what? I'm not mad at that.
Shido
Shido
did,
is Bradley Beal.
Nah, Shido not even that. He didn't lead the new East League in goals. What's up?
Oh, he did
Yeah, he's
do
not
that.
even leading the league. You're right.
He's leading the league in shot attempts.
I'm just hearing a
Is
bunch
Shido
of
Westbrook?
Yeah, I bro, I
No, he doesn't have the other intangibles like that.
He
Westbrook,
don't.
bro get 3 goals, but you realize he took
I got it.
15 shots.
He's
Like, all right,
he's MPJ.
Yo.
bro. You know, he is Michael
He
Porter
is-
Jr.
Yeah.
Nah,
Michael
that
Porter.
is
He
perfect.
is MPJ.
yo, Jokic, you open. I don't care. Shoot.
Hey,
Sato
listen.
cook.
I was
It
gonna
looks
say
good.
Duncan
It looks
Robinson.
good when it goes.
Duncan
in, it looks great.
Robinson is wild, bro.
Nah, I like
That's
MPJ.
disrespectful. Duncan Robinson.
Because sometimes MPJ shoot, you think he look like Steph Curry. Other times you be like, boy. So that's perfect comp.
Look, I'm not locked into basketball like that, but what I know about Westbrook, don't compare my go to that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just gonna
Not
say,
too much
look,
on Westbrook. Not too much.
I'm gonna remember all of this,
Westbrook clears.
and when
him, bro.
Shido is top,
Top
I'll give him
what?
top 2 at least.
Top what?
But
He's
never.
not getting there. He can only
Bro.
go down from here, brother.
No,
Look,
he
we've got
might
a
have
World
peaked.
Cup. Look, we've got a World Cup
might have
next
peaked.
up. He's gonna be carrying a couple games.
A couple, please.
Carrying.
Hey, over under Shido peaked right now.
He peaked. I'm over.
He's
He
peaked.
peaked.
Wait. Getting locked up by Kunigami is peak.
Didn't Ty say he shot
You see,
2 for
and
14
when
one game? That is
and
horrible.
when we
Alright.
make that excuse, it doesn't. You know what it is? If you put Kunigami on anyone else, same thing happens. But Kunigami does it even worse.
Kunigami not locking my goat up.
He's
Right.
not locking up Ren.
That's my
He's not.
goat.
He's not even locking up Baro like that.
I would say Barr
Nah.
scored 2 goals against some guys. I don't know.
That was a demon.
He shot a goal between Isagi and Kaiser's legs, bro. Stop it.
Look, Noel Neuer said, "If you let Shido do what he wants, the game will end." He didn't say that about anyone else.
Oh, so
You
said
missed.
if we-
You missed.
Yo, Kai,
Ren
he said if we don't
you
defend
need
him,
to
he'll
pass him the
score.
ball.
I agree. If we don't
Like,
defend him,
yeah,
he'll score.
sky's blue.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
if you
look.
leave a guy open, he might score. I mean, I agree. I guess.
I guess. I
You know?
guess.
nah, hey, Rin was open a couple times. He didn't score.
But he has all that other extra layers to his game though that Shido don't got. I
Mhm.
don't have to score to be effective, man.
They needed their top 2 players to stop him. Was all. They had to go through strategic planning to stop that guy. They had to make a contract with Satan to stop Ren. No, it's Kunigami. Kunigami. Get Shido. That was the plan. That was the plan.
Does Kunigami not have the best physical stats in Blue Lock?
Does he have the best physical stats in Blue Lock? All I know is Isagi not the smartest dude in Blue Lock?
I don't mean anything.
Out of all the kids, yeah.
Clearly you do.
Look, my goat. Look, we are all doing these stats and things.
I'm hating right now.
Look, you look like Butcher. You like Butcher. Cool. He's top 5. He's not top 3. I understand.
He has more goal
and assists.
More goal contributions than Shido.
He has more goals and assists.
Hey man.
See, what I'm hearing is that Shido is still top 3 with doing less. That just makes him better. That's cool with me. I'm fine.
Listen, I mean,
that's
a nasty way to look at it. Kind
of feel like listen. Where's I'm about to look at where's Shido rank on popularity polls? That gotta be easy paying the bills right now.
He got that Hisoka factor. You know he's high, bro.
People like that purple aura.
Popularity. Let's look at some popularity.
Put it. That purple aura, bro, for sure.
Let's figure out what's really going on.
Shido got some. You got some for sure.
Look, I'm still accepting invites if anyone wants to come over to this side, but
I'm straight. I'm good. I'm cool.
Yeah, Shido. You good. You got it. Stand 10 toes. You got it.
I respect it.
I just don't think I like my investment in Borrow. I think I'm gonna cash out. I think we're all good.
He's cooking.
Yeah, he's cool.
It's Sagi. Wow. That glow up is crazy.
No facts.
Hey man.
Plot Sagi, that's what he's doing
now. Yo, Kai, before you leave, I need a favor from you.
I'm kind of scared.
No, Kai, the break.
Oh, like Kai, I got scared for a second. So what I gotta do?
So I have a female friend who not only finds your accent attractive, but she thinks you're kind of cute. So can you turn your camera on for 30 seconds for me, please?
Give me a second.
Appeal to the females. You love to see it. You better dress up, put in that earring. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I gotta put on I gotta put on a shirt.
You know, put some moisturizer on.
Earrings already in.
There's that man. There's that man. Top 3 in the BSN.
Look at him.
Yeah, I'm always smiling. Yo, take me off big screen. What's going on?
Hey, now your female friend gotta either pull a super chat and subscribe to the channel just to see Kai. Hey, actually, go to the Discord too. Go talk to Kai. He's over there.
Yeah,
drop a super chat with your number.
Yo, Kai, when you come to the States, man, hit my line. That's
that's not happening anytime soon.
Huh? I mean, they be watching Kai and just be like,
iconic.
Yeah.
I'm be honest, everybody subscribe for Kai, man. Subscribe for Kai. Weird.
Go ahead, Miles. Take it away.
So we're about to get into this tier list, y'all. As per usual, we do a numerical way of averages where we have each person give their number and their reasoning where nobody can kind of like interrupt them. And everybody's vote is kind of weighed equally because we're gonna add them all up. We're gonna divide it by the number of votes we got, and that's the score we're gonna put them on. Last week we did the protagonists. A lot of controversial opinions. People were placed in awkward places. Hopefully the same thing's gonna happen with the villains. Stay tuned for me and Santo arguing about Sephiroth because it's gonna happen. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. I'm about to add it to the stage. Everybody present. We're all participating. Sauce,
yeah,
Jade?
I got like 10 more minutes. I'm about to leave work, but I'm here for like 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santo, put me up. Or put my
I got you.
Do I not have it there? There we
There we
go.
go.
There we go. There we
Oh wait,
go.
hold on. My bad. My computer lagging. Okay.
No, you're good.
There we go. Let me get to my window. Boom.
There we go.
There we go.
My fault.
What up, Sauce? Welcome back.
For sure.
We're gonna start with you, my brother.
Oh, for sure.
Who you want to pick?
I'm trying to see who's on this list. Let's go. Let's start off with Bowser.
How you feeling on Bowser? What's your first number you gonna throw up?
So what it was that was last week. I said what I said about Mario. Feel me? So I'm gonna give Bowser like a 7. Feel me?
Huh?
He don't do too much for me, but he do be robbing Mario of his love, so I can rock with that.
Santo?
I got him at an 8. Mr. Take Your Girl. If you like it or not, he wants to take over everything. He doesn't care. He's an emperor. Solid 8.
Riddell?
I mean, I'll give him like a 6. It just doesn't really move me. Not much to it other than he just kidnaps the princess. I will give him this though, like the fact that he has like family. That's pretty cool. You know, he got little different sons and stuff. But I'm not too, in terms of how good a character is, I'm not too interested in people who have a role and you just not much beyond that. So 6.
Jaden?
I'll give Bowser an 8. Same reason that Sauce said, but his longevity is crazy. He's been doing this for like 30 plus years, so you got to respect the longevity.
I'm gonna give Bowser 8 too. He's just been consistently always Mario's villain. It doesn't matter where Mario's at, space, underwater, whatever the case may be. He's always gonna be there. He rules the whole kingdom pretty well, I might add. Has a lot of minions that follow under him, so he's a pretty good leader. Yeah, I fuck with him.
You don't get the Donkey Kong tax. He wasn't the first.
Listen, man, it's not about who started it; it's about who finished it. Man.
You done with the 80s, bro?
Bowser's at a 7.4, so he's gonna sit right where he's at.
You don't get the losing to a plumber tax.
I mean, the plumber be getting superpowers. He be shooting fire out his hands. He be kind of flying and shit. This isn't an ordinary plumber. You know?
Okay.
Princess Peach really wants Bowser, not Mario. Mario's the one that's always taking Peach away from Bowser.
Crazy concept to think about. I don't. We might
crazy
get actually show
Reddit
Penn
fanfic,
State
you-
fans about that.
Yeah, we ain't rocking with Bowsette. You know what I'm saying?
That girl Peach reminds me of Olive with Popeye. That's who she reminds me of.
Wow, good comp.
I mean, she go with the dude, and then when she feel in trouble, oh Mario, man, get out here.
Come save me, type shit.
Yes.
Type.
I'm next.
Mhm.
Give me the greatest shades in the history of gaming. Give me Wesker. Put him
Where?
directly at a 10. Hold on. Before I go, the 2 people I wanted to make the list are on the carry on. Shout out to Lonnie. Hey, enjoy that. Enjoy over there in Greece, bro. Enjoy it. But yes, he is a 10. You can say he has more aura than Sun Jin Woo. Hair's never a problem. Always great fit. Great story. The leader of Umbrella Corp. Big bad, menacing. Just overall, just what you want in an antagonist. He's always there. Every time he's on screen, he's captivating. He's just fantastic. He's a 10.
Play games voice for him while he's here.
Oh, Gabe.
Iconic.
You iconic, bro.
Riddell, how you
Shout out
feeling
to
about
you.
West?
I'm thinking 9-10 range too. After the Halo franchise and the Devil May Cry franchise, Resident Evil is my third favorite franchise. I really like that whole universe. It started my very, very, very young first and only fear in zombies, but I just like the game so much. With that said, Wesker was a great villain, one of the original heel turns in video gaming history when he turned on everybody and just became a problem moving forward. I'm with that. Wesker, I'm with trying to think. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, especially when it comes to his plans. Like, I feel like a lot of his plans just don't go well. Even though he's like this agent, he also gets the serum to make him super powerful, but he also takes quite a bit of L's. I'll go more 9 than 10, but he's in top tier, so I'll go 9.
Jaden, you played Resident Evil. Got an opinion on Wesker?
Yes, I do. I agree with Santo. He's a 10. He's menacing, cunning, and Riddell hit it on the nose. He took what I was gonna say. His heel turn had me like, what the hell? So I'm going 10. Like he's fresh, the shades. Santo said his hair is always like he got aura. He's a 10 for me.
Sauce?
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm there. My fault. Yeah. I really don't know who this is, so I really ain't got no say so.
No. Oh, Gabe's birthday. Oh shit. Happy birthday, Gabe. Go crazy.
Happy birthday.
Get lit. A lot of birthdays in this month. Yeah, Miles' birthday, or either this month or last month. Gabe's birthday.
I got Mr. Albert at a 10. Y'all pretty much hit all of the details on the head for me. The one thing that solidified it for me, I remember playing Resident Evil 5. I was playing with my cousin because it had co-op, and we shot the RPG at him. And when he caught it with one hand, I said, "Oh yeah, this nigga's the GOAT." I said, "Oh yeah, this guy's the GOAT." That solidified it for me. Aura, he got it. Plans, got it. Evil, got it. Menacing, got it. He checks all the boxes.
Is this like the real tall big zombie that become in Resident Evil?
No,
I never played the game.
Oh my
the
god.
tall zombie is Nemesis.
Yeah, I never played the game, so
Yeah, Nemesis is the tall zombie.
Or
It's just been a while since I seen Wesker, but oh, my glasses broke. Fuck.
Dang.
Now I got to get him new blue light glasses. I feel like even though he has like all these great aura moments, dude's super strong, very witty. For my I'm trying to remember because it's been a while. I feel like at the end of the day, he ends up losing quite a bit and his plan failing.
But I feel like that's a lot of antagonists in gaming.
It's the purpose. It's their purpose is to lose, though. That's why I don't. You know what I mean?
And I guess my other thing is like what his grander vision is, because there's also times where he has to team up with the good guys. So that's another part about him. Like, what's the bigger part? Like, what is your goal? And I don't even remember what Wesker's goal was at the end of the day. So that's probably what held him back a little bit. Like, if you put him at 10, I have no problem with it. Wesker's amazing.
For sure. The score averages at a 9.75. So yeah, he'll be our first 10. Riddell, who you want to go with?
Virgil 10.
Let's talk about it. How are you feeling?
Yo, I like Dante. I don't like Virgil. I already said this before. They have my favorite dynamic in gaming. And Virgil is the perfect antithesis to what Dante's character is, whereas Dante's very they're both charismatic. So charisma out of the way. Dante's more like goofy, funny, doesn't take things too seriously, or it seems like it doesn't take things too seriously. Whereas Virgil takes everything seriously. He means all business. Compared to Dante, who's not following in his father's footsteps, quote unquote. Virgil does want to follow in his footsteps. He wants to become the strongest demon. He wants to have he also used one of my favorite weapons in video games. The Yamato's sick. It's so good. And the thing that puts it over the edge, other than Virgil being a badass and him feuding with Dante and also teaming up with Dante at times too, which also plays into it, is his relationship with Nero is super interesting. Because if you don't know, he's the father of Nero. And to see how all that played out in Devil May Cry 5 in particular was great. So there's a lot of dynamics to him other than just being a bad guy, with his relationship with his brother and his relationship with his son. So yeah, Virgil's 10.
Jaden, anything on Virgil?
I have not played Devil May Cry, so I have no opinion on it.
Santo?
Yeah, I got him at a 10. Straightforward. Charisma. He plays off Dante very well. You get so used of Dante being, comical, doesn't take a lot of things seriously. Virgil is all business at all times.
Come in.
He doesn't
Come on, come in.
joke. He doesn't joke around. This is the plan we're executing. You're in my way. You're getting moved out of the way. Fits great. Great swordsman. Flashy moves. It's out of 10.
Sauce?
Yeah. I'm in agreement with Santo and Riddell. I think he's a 10 too. I like my villains to be serious, like always on that tight timing. That's why I mess with Vegeta so much, especially in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, Virgil for me, I should give him a 10 as well.
Nah, I want to hate on Riddell, but I'll give him a 10.
I have undeniable Pump. Who's Pump? Is that your cat's name?
Mm-hmm.
So Dewdrop knows you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Virgil is now our highest with straight 10s across the board. So whoever comes next to you will at least be tied for first place.
Okay. Deserve Timothy.
Jaden, who you want to go with?
Do I have to pick somebody specifically on this list?
If you want me to add someone, I'm more than happy to. I'll add somebody.
Have you guys?
I'll let us each add one. How about that?
That's a bit.
Okay. So
have everybody ever played Zelda?
Sure.
I named my man.
Bro, Jada, before you
said who?
Before you gave, he said Ganondorf.
Oh, Ganon's here.
He's right there.
Oh, I couldn't see him. I don't got my thing on full screen, so I couldn't even see him. I need him.
Before you deep dive him, how do you feel about Link being the worst protagonist in our protagonist video game tier list?
I wasn't too mad about it, honestly. Because I guess everybody's opinion. I'm not gonna be mad on someone's opinion. I like Link. I don't think he's the best protagonist in the world, but I'm not gonna cry about it if he was bottom of the list. It's not that big of a deal to me.
W maturity. A lot of people can't do that.
All right, where do you got Ganon?
Off of nostalgia, I kind of want to put him at 10 because Legend of Zelda is one of the first games I ever played. I just thought he was cool, like he was menacing. I thought his drip was sick. I think he's a great sorcerer, a great swordsman. Mm-hmm. He's literally my favorite character in the franchise, so I'll put him at like a 9. I won't give him 10, but I'll put him at 9.
Riddell, you play Zelda?
No. No Zelda for me.
Santo?
I don't play Zelda at all.
Sauce?
Yeah. Don't know nothing.
That breaks my heart.
I'll put him at 9.
I didn't grow up on the damn Nintendo like that, so
what really sold me on him was Twilight Princess. When he started getting into the aspect of like transforming and doing shit like that, I thought it really fleshed out what I thought was just a character that just swung the sword and did magic. But when he started turning into like different sorts of animals and having Link interact with that with an animal of his own, I thought a lot of that stuff was conceptually pretty fire. He's a typical pure evil, here before everybody else type of villain. I'll co-sign with you. I'll put him in a 9. We'll put him here.
I love that, man. I had to pick him before I left because I'm about to go. I'm leaving work. I love Ganondorf. He's one of my favorite villains in any game. Like he's a demon.
And he's a Smash legend. Legend in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started. Before I leave, do you guys think the Hand from Smash Bros is a villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Master Hand?
Yeah, Master Hand. Yeah.
No, but Crazy Hand is.
Okay. Because I don't think Master Hand is that big of a. I don't really think he's a villain either. So that's why I asked.
Okay. I haven't really thought about it, but okay, fair enough.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna tap back in the chat when I get home.
Yes, sir.
No zestiness and no gooning, bro. I'm gonna give you a spanking. You on Team Hero.
Bro, that's Flaw, bro. I don't know what he be on. Like, he be screenshotting. Like I can't mess with Flaw, man. He be on some goofy type time.
And for those who don't know,
I'm just saying.
in our Discord chat, just join so you can be part of the conversation or just a spectator shaking your head, because that's literally what I do.
Listen, I just love Glorilla. I just really love Glorilla. That's the only thing, man. I just love her. So I can't take the disrespect in there, man. I can't take the. Come on, Sauce, chill. Not too much. Chill. I'm going home to her right now. Chill.
Okay.
I'm pacing right now. Y'all are sad.
Do what you gotta do. I was looking through a list of like video game characters. So I'm gonna be honest. Even though I don't play them all the time, I'm a big like horror guy. Like I really like horror movies, horror shows, horror video games. I feel like Silent Hill should have gotten some respect for the protagonist, because I think Silent Hill is a very good like video game series, especially considering everything that happens. But maybe we can bring a villain in for Silent Hill. What do we think?
I actually never. We can put him in. I'll let you rate him. I never played Silent Hill. The one time I was gonna play it was when that game PT was announced and they canceled it. That was gonna be the introduction to Silent Hill, and they canceled.
They completely changed that. I'm not saying we put them on there, but I'm just testing the room because Silent Hill is like iconic.
The remake, Silent Hill 2 remake, is great. It's absolutely fantastic. Warranted Game of the Year nominations. As terms of villain, the villain. I mean, are we?
I'll let you call.
We're here. The main villain of the story is him, like himself.
Herself, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about part 2.
Was it a male protagonist in part 2?
Yeah, male protagonist.
I didn't realize that. No. Okay. But I get what you mean. It's same premise.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same type of premise. So it's kind of hard to add a villain, because I mean, iconic from Silent Hill would be Pyramid Head, but Pyramid Head really doesn't do anything. It's a representation of the main character.
Yeah, but there's also that other, like the woman who kind of caused everything, who did everything, and also wanted to turn the baby. You know, it's a whole thing, man.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But okay, no, I was just testing the waters, but we good.
Gotcha.
Angie, if you're still here, we got you. Now I don't have Dutch on here, but I do have Micah. Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see that boy, Handsome Jack? 10 out of 10 villain, man. Handsome Jack do everything all these other villains do, except the nigga's fucking funny as hell. Handsome Jack is probably the funniest villain in any game I've ever seen. He has a great backstory with him kind of vying for power in the shadows the whole time, starting off as an intern, eventually killing his way to the CEO of the biggest tech corporation in the Borderlands world.
Miles, Angie with the $2 super chat said, "Be quiet." Andros from Star Fox and Eggman can you guys can interpret that yourselves.
Angie crazy, man.
Angie be on timing, bro.
Oh God, every time.
W Angie, you know what I'm saying?
Every time I see Angie pop in the chat, literally, I just start playing "Nuck If You Buck" in my head.
Yo,
Yeah, we not getting bucking and ready to fight.
I'm looking through like a list of like video game villains, and I see like a lot of Far Cry characters on that list.
they got a
Far
lot
Cry
of good villains.
Yeah, apparently Borderlands too. That's the guy you picked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Handsome Jack is from Borderlands. So yeah, I'm sticking with Handsome Jack. Pure evil, funny as hell, accomplishes his goal, takes advantage of everyone, including his own children. I think he checks all the boxes.
Yeah, I've heard of this character. I really have not played Borderlands, so
Same. But I have heard of him though.
Oh, y'all
That's what I
sad.
heard.
How was the Borderlands movie?
Well, I don't watch bullshit, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But the games are peak. 10 out of 10 games.
Iconic.
Somebody said that the game series was overrated. How would you feel about it?
I think the newer ones are bad. The
Mhm.
first one is a classic. The second one is a top 10 game I've ever played in my life.
Okay.
And then like the pre-sequel and the third one, those are like, those are ass. But 2 and the first one really carry the franchise.
For sure.
Angie, I think he's a douchebag dad. I don't think he's a villain.
Hey, Tekken Heihachi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a dickhead.
Yeah.
Who's next? Sauce, who you want to pick?
It was me. I'm gonna save who I want to add later because I do see some people I know in here for sure. Adam Smasher. The only reason I'm not gonna give him a 10 is because we didn't get enough. What does the anime count in this sense? Since it came from a game.
Video game only.
We didn't get enough. So I give him a 9. It just the name Adam Smasher. It was just a dark cloud looming over the game the entire time. Even in the beginning of the prequel, when he jumps down, he's yes, I do know. That's why I asked. That's why I asked. He jumps down, chasing the car. You feel me? You see a full robotic man with nothing but a pale head. And they also said in the game he knows that you're there. When Buddy kills his father, he knows that you're there. But
when you're inside the sculpture, he's looking right at you.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I give him a 9. You feel me? Gabe said a 7, but I give him a 9 though. It really is off aura, but even the last fight though, you had to throw some hands to win that fight for sure.
I'm gonna be biased. I'm giving him a 9 as well. And you hit it on the nose, Sauce. In video games, there's always a villain that you know is there, right? A looming threat. They always make themselves known. Adam Smasher's known by fucking everybody. From the baby still in the crib to the old man using the cane. He's a worldwide global legend, a global phenomenon. And the lore behind him is, if you see him, you're fucking dead. You don't stand a chance. Just run. I think that alone, I'm giving him a 9. There's very few. They was treating him like Minato in the cyberpunk world. You see him, run. You're probably still gonna die, but don't fight. Just run.
This is facts.
Inverse feats. He's pretty much like the protagonist. He can infinitely chrome his body. All he has is a brain at this point. He's all machine. Yeah, I think Adam is him. He's fucking him. And then the backstory and all that other stuff puts it over the top. Santo, have you played Cyberpunk?
I have a little bit. I haven't beaten it, and I don't think I will personally. From what I've seen, solid 8, menacing presence. So no anime, just straight off the game from what I've played.
It was anime, he a 10. I ain't gonna count, but
yeah, if the anime, he's goated. But just off the game from what I've seen, I'll give him an 8.
For sure.
Haven't played.
So let me do it. 9 plus 9 plus 8. He had an
I-
8.6, which is
to be
enough.
honest, I do like the villain from the DLC more than Adam Smasher though. I fuck with him. I can't remember his name right now.
You like him more than Adam? Just
Yeah.
game wise.
Yeah, just game wise, just because we get more, and he's cool too. But just in the game wise, I like him a little bit more than Adam. But overall, hell no.
This is an anime only scene, but when that nigga's talking to Adam and they're like, "Yo, you don't feel anything when you're killing all these people," and he just looks at them, he's like, "Nigga, it's just meat anyway." I'm like, "Yeah, this dude's gone. Like, he's not even a human anymore.
Off the edge, just
He just meat." Santo, go ahead. Who you got?
Shao Kahn, put him at a 10, please.
ooh.
Like
Shao Kahn had nigga.
no hesitation. Raiden never wanted any real smoke. Yeah, great voice character. Great, just when you're talking menacing, like this is the person people feared.
The son
Ruled with an iron fist. He didn't need to talk much about anything. Just fantastic character. 10. Straight 10.
Riddell, Mortal Kombat knowledge?
I'm trying to think. Because Shao Kahn obviously does a lot. There's a timeline where he wins, for sure. I remember that timeline, and obviously everything's screwed over. But there's also like villains in the series that are like bigger than him, like the I think it's called like the Dragon or something. I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about, maybe.
Sure.
That one, and then obviously the God. That's kind of like a god like Raiden. He did a bunch of BS, but Shao Kahn is obviously the most notable one. I think because he doesn't have that kind of looming threat throughout all the games, I don't think he will be a 10. I'm gonna stick with a 9 or an 8. I'm gonna go 9. He's a savage though. Everything I co-sign everything. The Dragon King, Onaga, exactly. I'm gonna co-sign everything. Santo. He's a savage for sure. He's a problem for sure. Liu King still beat his ass though. I'm just saying, but he is definitely him for a villain. So I'll go. I'm feeling 8. 8 speaks to me. I'm going 8.
Sauce, how you feel?
Shao Kahn. I'm going to give him a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. What Riddell said about him not having a looming presence is not a big one, but he inserts himself into the story like instantly. Like as soon as he's like noted, as soon as he's like, I guess he has attention on him, his presence is felt. You feel me? And he's a dog. He's cunning, but he always with the smoke though. Always. And I like that about Shao Kahn for sure. So yeah, I give him a 9.
I'm giving Shao Kahn, Mr. King of Outer World, I'm giving him a 10. Y'all talk about looming presence and being scary. I think outside of Onaga, I think he's literally the most feared person on, like in any other realms. Nobody wants to deal with him. He's hosting Mortal Kombats. Pretty much outside of Shang Tsung, I think he's the most iconic of the villains. And yeah, always with the smoke, extreme brutality. All of the heavy hitters follow behind him. He's not taking orders from no one. Yeah, I think Shao Kahn is that nigga.
No,
Easily to me the best villain in the series. He's not a fucking bum.
I actually forgot that he was hosting on the Mortal Kombat though.
Yeah, they was coming to the outer world to go do that shit.
Yeah, actually, move him up for a 10 to me too. I forgot he was doing that shit.
To the point that he was even breaking the rules of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And niggas didn't do nothing.
yeah. Move him. Yeah, I give him a 10, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking of Shinnok, and then recently the even the Time Goddess who also played a factor. Like
Krona
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krona recently in the most recent Mortal Kombat game was a big villain. I just like Unaga's the most feared, and then I'll say Krona for sure is bigger in terms of what they can actually do. But Shao Kahn, I'm not mad at what y'all are saying about Shao Kahn. In terms of his specific universe and being that absolute demon who just wants to take over everything, he does that role very well. Liu King still beat his ass, but
We got him at a 9.5. So he'll be right behind Wesker, who at a 9.75. Riddell, you're up next. Who you got?
So I was just making sure. So I'm gonna name 3 villains for y'all, and let me know which one do y'all think, or which one y'all really kind of know about. So we got Junko from Danganronpa. She's a demon. She's like one of the most evil video game characters I've ever seen in my life. William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's. Demon. If you know the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, dude's a scumbag. And then Flowey from Undertale. If you know, you know. Which one? Which ones have you guys like know about?
You might as well X me out.
Hey, brother.
The only thing I know about Danganronpa is the anime. I've never played any of the games.
But Riddell, if you want to pick one of them, I'll let you make the case. You can play them wherever you want. Which one do you want? That's what I did with Handsome Jack, so I'll allow you to do it.
Cook up, Riddell.
I feel like Junko's the most evil. Like, if you really kind of go into she's so evil that I just didn't want to learn more about the story because of how evil she is. She's just batshit crazy and just super evil for no reason. But I think I'll go William Afton because I think he's the most iconic.
How do you spell his last name?
William Afton, Afton.
Gotcha.
So, William Afton is the main antagonist from the Five Nights at Freddy's series, which is one of the most iconic horror games of all time at this point. Shout out, they're getting a sequel to the movie as well. So the basic idea behind William Afton is that he's a serial killer who killed kids. And what he would do is he would kill kids and shove their bodies into animatronics, which are the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics you see in the video games, which would come back to life and obviously try to take out the security guard. So he did this, killed them. They got reincarnated into these bodies, became huge threats. And then he also killed his partner's daughter. And then the animatronics got revenge, shoved him in a animatronic suit, and then he died in there. And then he came back to life as an evil animatronic. And then he started killing people again. So yeah, the whole thing that he does to spark everything and how evil this dude is, and he made animatronics scary. He made Chuck E. Cheese scary. Yeah, give that man a 10, bro.
Five Nights at Freddy's. What system is this on?
I know it's on PC. I think it's on all.
I think it's on everything.
Yeah. You have to really
unhinged, but I'll check it out.
So the thing is, the only reason why I know the lore so much is I had to watch like YouTube videos about it.
Sure.
So you have to really deep dive the game to learn all this lore. It's not gonna just be in front of you. You have to really kind of gotta deep dive it.
Bet.
Yeah.
Big bet. Okay.
It's a whole thing, bro.
Shout out Game Theory, facts.
I used to watch Game Theory like a madman, bro.
The lore is crazy. I did not expect the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's to be as crazy as it was. But it is.
Is it me or are all of these villains just good, man?
You have to have a good villain for like a video game to really pop. More so than a good protagonist.
I agree.
Because the protagonist can just be a conduit of you as a gamer. Whereas a villain, that's your foe. That's the person you're going up against.
Because I feel like there's very few that aren't high up on the scale. But whatever, we move. I'm gonna pick this guy. I'm putting this guy up here.
Who is this?
Where's he from?
This is a Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts.
Hold on. $2 super chat from Angie once again. Dr. Wily and Sigma from the Mega Man series. Sigma was dope.
So I switched my vote. I'm gonna put him at a 9, and part of it is I'm all about consistency. I was hating on Madara in that clip that y'all was posting because Madara is a pawn. Xehanort is unfortunately also a pawn. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, you find out that his plan is not really his plan. It's somebody else kind of manipulating things from behind the scenes. But as far as execution, he couldn't have done it any better. He was ultimately beat just by very super extreme plot armor is the best way I could say it. He thought of every single contingency plan. He was an elite planner. And he had such a strong distrust of everyone in his verse. He thought the only people that he could trust are different versions of himself. So he went back in time to get himself. He went and basically fractured his soul in order to get 2 more versions of himself. And then he possessed people with his essence who he felt like most aligned with him and who could handle his power, and created more versions of himself that way. He was the ultimate hater. And my favorite thing about it is his motivation was ultimately for peace. All he wanted was peace. He felt like they were all slaves to the master swords and the masters in general. And he thought that Kingdom Hearts would be a way for him to free everybody from suffering. Yeah, I think Xehanort is dope. Really strong fighter. Menacing. Got him at a 9 just because he's a pawn. Pawn tax.
On that.
Any Kingdom Hearts players? Y'all didn't play Kingdom Hearts?
Nope.
Y'all just disrespectful with it.
I'm sorry.
I never liked anything about Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry.
But you like Clouds in Kingdom Hearts? Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts?
I haven't played either. So.
I'm fucking what you said.
Yeah.
Context. Hey man, if they made a horror game, I might have locked in.
Sauce you up.
I never.
All right. So I want to get y'all opinion on a couple. Miles, this is Elden Ring talk right here. Do you think Queen Marika is a villain?
No.
Okay.
Queen Marika.
I don't think Marika or Radagon are villains. I can tell you what they are villains, though.
Who do you think?
Radagon got corrupted. Marika.
Rykard is a villain.
Rykard, yes, okay.
Moog and Margit are both villains.
Moog and Margit?
Yeah, both of them are villains. Mikola is a villain. That's Millennia's twin brother. He's a villain.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta play the DLC.
You gotta play the DLC.
Oh, yeah, then.
He's the main villain of the DLC.
That's what I was thinking.
Really? Yeah, because in the main game, he did not seem like a villain at all.
When you play the DLC, yeah.
Mikola, I think that's about it.
Yeah,
and then Radon, because he's kind of under Mikola's control, low-key.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. It was down Mikola, because that's who we saw walking in the DLC.
What's up, Gabe? You want to do Mikola?
I was going to ask 2 more, actually. Well,
sure,
actually, 1 more. Santo. The gift from Mass Effect. How do you feel about them? Would I give them a rating? Just how do you feel about them?
I don't think you should be on this list.
You don't think it should? Okay. Cool.
I don't think it's. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's iconic.
Type, for sure. Well, we'll go Mikola then. We'll go Mikola.
Talk about it while I'm searching them out.
So let's go back to when the DLC got announced. When the DLC got announced, we saw somebody walking to the Elden Ring, trying to basically, I guess, shatter it, I guess. And from what people was kind of speculating, was it Queen Marika? Was it Mikola? And as more trailers came out, we started to see that this was Mikola's path that we were following. Basically, Mikola used Moog, which is crazy, which is why Moog was in the shell. He was trying to use, I don't know how to explain this shit. Like he was trying to use Moog's body to basically be reincarnated. You feel me? So Moog wanted to go along with that because, as we found out throughout the DLC, Mikola is able to mind control people. And the mind control is so strong that like people know that they mind control and they still don't want to break
They
it.
don't care.
They literally just don't care. Like
Iconic.
Mikola is my shining light. Like how Mitsuki was feeling about Boruto in the beginning. That's how people felt about Mikola. You feel me? That's my son.
Iconic.
Like, you feel me? So and then we see him bring back Radon as Prime Radon, and also be able to
Peak
control him as
Radon.
well. I would give him a 10. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's a fire villain. What's going on, Gabe? I think
birthday, bro.
so.
Happy glow, gang.
Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Happy birthday, man.
Level 2.
I'm giving Mikola easy 10.
Facts.
When you're first getting into Elden Ring and they're showing you the open scene scenarios and everything, you're predisposed with the mindset that everybody is just vying for the Elden Ring of their own volition because they're all seeking out power. The entire events of that game are caused by Mikola. He's really responsible for every single thing that happens in the game. The reason why Millennia even goes to where Radon is at is because he told her to. He's like, yo, I need a strong compatriot. You got the rot. It can't be you. Go get me Radon. She says, okay, brother, you got it. I'm going. He gets Radon. Radon becomes his slave. He needs a new body because he's sick. Moog becomes his slave. He's literally this overarching villainous character that how the game portrays him to you. He sounds like the most glorious, most just person in the show, or in the game rather. And he's actually the biggest bad. He's extremely powerful. And I have a thing for villains who come in the form of like good people and they're really trying to stab you in the back. I'm not really a religious person, but I like the idea of Judas. He just seems like this good guy, this believing servant, and he's the one that ultimately betrays Jesus in the end. I love characters like that. I think that's a really good dynamic. I got Mikola at 10.
Now I'm sad I didn't finish Elden Ring because that's a crazy twist. I did not know happened in the series.
DLC was cooking. Like shout out to Front Side.
Riddell, when you're in the DLC and you're like Radon's the last boss, and you see Mikola with his arms around him, you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, oh man. Now I'm sad I didn't finish Elden Ring properly. Okay. You know, next time a big game comes out.
And he got Millennia at his right hand, like crazy.
That's crazy. Big time villain. Respect.
Santa, you played Elden?
No. It's not my style. I'm not a big Souls game like fan.
We got to get you in that. That was my first one, and I got to go back and play other ones. So
I know Gabe played Elden.
Yeah.
10.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'll move him above the self-voted ones. I think he's above. Oh yeah, he's tied with Virgil. So this is the only person tied with Virgil so far with a perfect 10.
Dope.
Gabe, you just got here. Go ahead and pick. Or you can add one person. I'm giving everybody the opportunity to add one person.
I was trying to add one in the chat, but I said fuck it and it came up. But add Heisenberg from RE8.
Talk about it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so while I was playing the game, it was like I enjoyed how they had like a bunch of different sections with a bunch of different villains. I liked Lady Dimitrescu in her castle. I feel like she was cool. That dynamic, I was creeped out a lot. Being like walking around that castle and then turning around randomly. She's right there behind me. I didn't like that swamp area too much. It was kind of trash to me. I didn't like that fight a lot. I know I'm gonna forget a couple of them, but when I got to like when they first introduced Heisenberg in that little area where you got captured and then he was arguing with Lady Dimitrescu, I already knew I loved him. He was gonna be my favorite character in the whole game. He's the funniest character to me in that whole game. He has the coolest power to me in that whole game with being like, I guess, Captain Kidd, in the sense where he literally just manipulates metal. He can make like literally anything out of, just like Kid, literally made a giant dinosaur thing out of metal. And I think that was the most fun fight for me in the entire game. I'm gonna give him. Obviously, I can't give him a 10. I'm gonna give him an 8. Because I really enjoyed that character. Very good game too.
I didn't play RE8. Any opinions? Anybody want to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Riddle.
Okay, go
Said
ahead.
so?
Oh, yeah, Riddle can go.
I agree with Gabe. 8. Probably was the best one. The only reason why people like Lady Dimitrescu, like whatever her name is for obvious reasons. I don't got to spell it out.
Goon.
Yeah,
They're freaks.
Goon, for sure. Shout out Angie Carr, Goon potential.
Goonage,
so,
bro.
You know, she was cool for what she provided. But yeah, he was the best villain for sure. And I like the entire idea of him try to join forces with the protagonist, like, yo, let's go take her out. Obviously, the big dog that is I think his name's Ethan wasn't about to do all that. He's not gonna side with evil. But yeah, I agree. His powers are dope. His motivation was very interesting. His map, the building and all that stuff was one of the more interesting ones in the game. Yeah, I agree with 8.
Yeah, it's to me it's the most memorable part of the game, aside from, of course, obvious reasons from Lady D. But when you go into his area, it completely changes. You're in like steampunk world now, and it was very refreshing in the game itself, because everything was kind of like monotone in terms of color and whatnot, and then you come see this character full of life, charismatic, funny, a-hole, pretty much. Yeah, I have him at an 8 as well. I'll put him at 8.
Fuck.
Sauce, you played RE8?
No, I have not.
Actually, I'll retract a little bit. I think the best part of the game was the puppets.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was terrifying. I mean, aside from the baby, but
the puppets.
Yo, the baby
the baby was terrifying, but
the baby was crazy.
8 across the board. Our first 8. Santo, who you got?
Give me Voss. Give me Voss. Just slide him. You already know. We ain't even.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
It's, for me, it's the greatest picture in front of when you go into a store to buy a video game and you saw Far Cry 3. Like, this cover art, insane. I think the only thing close to it was the Kingdom Hearts 1 in terms of iconic.
I agree with you.
But what? Like, sadistic, just he's great. And what's crazy is that he's not even the main villain of the story. It's Hoyt. He's a right hand, but his impact is it's drug addict, don't care, just straight demon. He's a 10. He's a 10, bro.
I got Boss as a 10 as well. He's the amalgamation of a bunch of things that you wouldn't think works, but it works. Like he's psychotic, drug addict, but he's also a master manipulator and planner. Like, it's a crazy combination of things.
Wow.
And then Santo, you said he's behind Kingdom Hearts. That Far Cry 3 cover, that case cover, that might be the most iconic video game case of all time. Even if you haven't played Far Cry, you know about
picture.
You know that picture.
You know that nigga sitting with the gun. Come on.
No, facts.
I think he's a 10. I think Voss is a 10. Anybody else? Far Cry 3 enjoyers?
Oh, 10. He like, bro. And another thing too is one of my problems earlier too with what y'all was saying about Adam Smasher is my thing about him is that he wasn't in the game that much. But the thing with Voss, it goes with the same thing, but regardless, every time he was on the screen, he dominated the he was the most. How do I explain it? He just dominated every scene he was in. Like he's the best thing about every time he's on the screen, and he's just hilarious. He got it.
It's crazy. It's even to the point that people ask who's the main. If you ask people who's the main villain of Far Cry 3, they say Voss.
Yeah.
Like they don't even say Hoyt.
Sauce right now.
Never played the Far Cry games, but yeah, I know this guy's.
$2 super chat from Angie Carr. Officer Tenpenny. Sam Jack. Greatest GTA villain. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. 10 toes. How we feeling?
I don't remember GTA villains all that much.
I was literally gonna say the exact same thing. I don't remember GTA villains like that.
The most memorable character to me, funny enough, is Gay Tony.
It's his brother
from GTA 4.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
That's the most memorable character to me. Yeah, Riddell. Oh, you said you never played Far Cry, but you know of Voss?
Yeah, I know he's iconic for sure. I mean, and I've seen that cover that you're talking about everywhere. So yeah, I don't doubt what you guys are saying.
Sauce.
Same thing with Riddell. I haven't played Far Cry before, but I know who he is. Know what the cover is. Yeah.
Confession: I've never played San Andreas. That was during the time that I was not allowed to play GTA. I was not allowed to play GTA.
I'm in the same boat with you, Miles.
Until 4 came out. That was when I was first allowed to play GTA.
Yeah, I kind of did whatever as a kid to an extent. So I was playing on San Andreas for sure.
I was on Xbox too, so I didn't have that bitch.
And then the only ones I went back and played was Vice City and GTA 3. GTA 3.
Shout out the San Andreas cheat codes, man.
Yeah.
Was that me?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Just see the hell? He leaned into the camera. He was like, I didn't say nothing.
You're right, but goddamn it, why?
Yo.
Bro, Gabe loaded, bro.
That's elite.
Gabe's
I heard that earlier. I was like, what the hell?
He has a whole board with like 5 different voice lines.
I respect it.
Let's go Comstock from BioShock Infinite.
Oh, I never beat
that. This is Comstock.
No, that's not Comstock.
No.
He's the old dude on the very
all
far
the way
right.
to the right. Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the Flood. That's my fault. Yeah.
So Comstock from BioShock Infinite. Spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way I could talk about this villain without spoiling BioShock Infinite. But the twist at the end of this game about the main character being Comstock was crazy.
Wait, the main.
Oh,
I haven't beat Infinite yet. Wait.
I said there's gonna be spoilers.
Wait, the main character is the villain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he like a younger version of him or something?
Man.
So there's a whole thing. So there's a whole thing with Infinite where there's like different timelines, and they are priming you right from the beginning that this is the case, but you don't know that. When you remember those two, I said spoiler. You can't yell at me. I said spoiler.
That's fine. The game came out like
it's old.
It's an old game.
Yeah. Miles, you remember that the couple you meet?
Yes.
At the beginning of the game?
Huh?
Yes.
At the beginning of the game?
At the very beginning of the game, they
that.
start alluding to something, but you don't know. You don't know what they're talking about until the end of the game, where it all comes together and it all clicks. Right? So yeah, the main character is Comstock. It's a different path that he took and became Comstock. And I'm just gonna say, yo, that whole entire journey, him doing what he did, and then the main character's decision, it all ties together. So there's no way. It's kind of unfair because he's the main character, but I have to give it a 10. The story is just too fantastic, so interesting, and how everything plays with the girl too. Come on, I'm gonna have to give it a 10.
Any other Bioshock enjoyers to back this?
It's a 10. That literally, it's Bioshock has, I think, two of the greatest twists in gaming with the "Would You Kindly" and you being Comstock. Like when at the end of the game, when you go back and you're heading towards the lighthouse, you're like, what the hell? We're just replaying shit. And then you realize what's happening, and he accepting the fact that he is a realization that he is Comstock was crazy.
So is it like a loop?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is so much that plays into
it's
it.
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, shit.
But it works. It works.
I gotta play the game now. Shit.
I'm about halfway through it. Damn.
Yeah,
Sauce, you a Bioshock enjoyer?
No, I'm gonna have to play it. I'm gonna have to play after hearing this.
I have all the games too. I got them.
I mean, I've seen them. You know what I'm saying, back in the day, but
nah, that's
that mission was fun as hell, Angie.
They got it.
Very risky move from a game studio, by the way, too. My turn. Ooh, do I want to hate on Santo now, or do I want to hate on Santo later?
Get it out the way.
Decisions.
That's the Pope.
I'm gonna do Dr. Eggman. I'm putting Dr. Eggman next to that nigga Bowser. For you to be as intelligent as you are, that nigga just never win. He always get fucked every single time. Even when he thought the grand idea, yo, I'm about to use the perfect life form that my grandfather made, he still failed. Yo, I'm gonna make a clone of Sonic or like a robotic version of Sonic. He still failed. Let me team up with Doom. Maybe Doom can help me win. Still failed. How good smart are you always failing the test?
Yeah.
Outside of that, he iconic. So he has to, there's a certain degree you gotta be when you're this iconic. He's funny, right? And he's like one of the few human people in Sonic. So I'm giving him credit for that. Other than that, he's just a genius that fails all the time. Fuck Eggman.
Oh. I respect it.
Any Sonic enjoyers?
I do.
Oh, that's fair. 7 is cool.
I had him at a 6, but
worse than Bowser?
Yeah.
Why would he be better than Bowser?
Okay.
After Eggman stay losing, Bowser be stealing Mario's girl every game.
No, that's
Bowser steals that man's girl every game.
Eggman a 10, he a 10. This man be beefing with wildlife.
That is true.
More despicable than that.
I mean, look at just look at his mustache next to Bowser's iconic pose. Yeah, move him down a slot.
Look at how he's built. Yeah, I think I'm what you want to say.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Hold on, you body shaming the video game?
He just built nasty.
Yeah.
He got no aura. At least Bowser got no
That
aura.
man built an upside down bowling pin.
I know he stink and his fit trash.
Let me test the waters. Who here has played Heavy Rain 2?
Two?
Two?
Not two.
One.
I played Heavy Rain.
I played Heavy Rain.
You're looking at Heavy Rain, the Origami Killer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one.
There's only one.
There's only one.
Well, I don't know why I thought there was two. Heavy Rain, then. Y'all play it?
Yeah, I played. Yeah, when it first
it's
came
cool.
on PS3. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out the main villain in that one.
Heavy Rain was tough.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Saul, do you agree? Bowser at 6? I mean, Bowser. Eggman at 6?
Yeah, definitely.
Bum ass nigga. We all got this bum ass 6. Weak ass bum ass nigga.
Apparently, he smell like shit too. So yeah, might as well.
He do smell like shit. You don't see him. Look at him.
Terrible mustache. He has He has a reverse fade, bald on top, high on the sides. Nah, we good, bro. We good.
He don't
That
get
might be a
the Jim
five.
Carrey. He don't get the Jim Carrey.
Nah, only video
Nah,
games.
nah, video games, bro. That's not a video game, brother.
Mm-mm. The same thing we said about Smashers. We're not counting anime, just
Hey
game.
man, Jim Carrey cooked though. Let's
He
be honest.
did. He
He did.
sure did.
Who you got, Gabe?
Who's that next to Odin?
Zeus.
Like from God of War Zeus?
Yeah, I did
Uh,
two God of War villains.
Do I want to rank Odin or Zeus?
Zeus, Ares. Zeus, not Ares.
Ares
Yeah,
not.
Sure, Zeus.
I thought you was gonna put the Pantheon, to be honest.
All of them niggas.
That's crazy. That's too much.
They not like
Yeah, association.
Not just like individually, but
Because
just
the okay,
So just say Greek and then say
Okay, that makes sense.
Norse.
Norse?
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah. You could
If
have.
y'all want to do it like that, and we just have the matriarchs as like we can do it like that. if y'all
I
want.
feel like that'd be kind of unfair. Plus,
I don't
he
mind it.
also beefs with the Titans too.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
No, he
so-
only beat. How many was it? 3?
He
Gaia?
beefed with Gaia, Kronos,
Chronos.
and I think one more.
Atlas.
Is Helios not a Titan?
No,
Well, Helios
He's
is a god, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Only
What he
beat
did
with
with
the
what he did
too.
to Helios was crazy, by the way.
He violated.
Crazy.
Helios.
He violated Helios, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
If we, I'm
Them
sorry.
Norse niggas got it easy.
Uh,
Them Norse
For
niggas got
sure.
it easy.
It
For
did.
sure.
It
For
did.
sure.
Yeah.
Like Helios came back in the story. That's how bad. He's like, yo, I gotta get my get back. I'm gonna yell at your ear, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was
Baldur.
gonna say. If you're because Baldur was, I like Baldur.
Baldur's
Okay,
really good.
so the thing I was gonna say about Odin is that he's cool as shit, and the game makes it seem like he's making all the right decisions, but at the end, it literally was like the opposite. It was the one outcome that Doctor Strange was talking about. My brother. Do I want to hate? Cause he's cool. Like I do like he got aura. The way he pull up at the beginning of the game was cool as shit. He was making crazy demands to Kratos, whatever. Kratos
Very
denied it.
charismatic.
Yeah, he got like he is. Look at him at 7, 8, 8, 8. I'm not gonna hate that crazy.
We're doing him and Zeus at the same time. Who higher, him or Zeus?
I'm taking Zeus.
Oh yeah,
I'll
Zeus
take
for
it.
sure. Yeah.
I'll take Zeus as well.
$5 super chat, Miles. You want to read it?
Oh yeah, we do got to
Hey,
find
yeah. Fast. And-
Makarov needs to be on the list. He right here. I got you.
Oh, that's it.
He a bitch for what he did to soap. That's why I got him as Xmas ornaments hanging from my tree where he belongs.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Right. I respect that.
God damn.
I
I
respect
need to
it.
be on timing, boy.
I got Zeus. Do
Now,
I
is
got
Zeus one tier higher or 2 tiers higher or the same or below?
No, not below.
I would
think
say
Zeus
one.
is better. Yeah, I think Zeus is better.
I would say 1 tier.
I'm trying to think, like what?
Because the thing about Zeus too, his impact was still felt in the Norse one. He came back and was still
That's
fucking with
true.
Kratos.
That
head.
nigga in Helheim talking to the
Yes.
That is true. That is true, Gabe.
And he also beat Kratos.
True too.
Odin did not beat Kratos.
Odin
Try to
stole
get-
his son though.
Is that worse?
Is that worse?
Would you rather die or get your kid stolen while you alive?
No, that's crazy.
By association, Zeus,
That's
by
crazy.
association, Zeus
Yeah.
killed his family and then turned him into his son.
When you put it that way.
Hey,
He
man.
killed Brock. Yeah, man, that was so crazy. Oh my god, that bro, that cutscene, I was like this on my phone. I was like this, watching it, and I almost missed it, bro. When that shit happened, oh my god, I paused the game and walked away.
That was
You
crazy.
remember? You remember the last stream I had walked away when y'all was doing Nathan Drake like that?
Yeah.
Imagine that 10 times worse. I almost cried. That was crazy.
He's
I'm
wild.
trying to remember who Brock is. I don't know.
The blue dude that be
He was
cursing.
the blue blacksmith dude who
Oh,
called on
yeah.
to the
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
Remember he
Yeah.
called on
Brother.
that wasn't tier?
Mhm.
Yeah, the dude's brother. That's why he was
Yeah.
crashing out ever since he got killed. Yeah. I hate.
Mhm.
Okay.
Brother lost his
Yeah.
gloves and everything. He forgot he was a germaphobe.
Yo, facts.
No,
Nigga
no,
forgot his whole
actually though, I ain't gonna count though.
Nah, Odin is OD. I forgot he did that. That
Bro,
was
but
crazy.
no, because I still want to move that nigga Odin up because when the fact that he was tier that whole time too.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was tier the whole time.
That shit
Tier was
moved me, bro.
Tier was gone.
That shit moved me, dog. Like,
nah, but Tier was in a prison cell the whole game.
Yeah, but he was just gone though. Like they had no idea he was there.
He
that
was
was
one
crazy.
step ahead, but at the same time, like I thought his plan was whack.
what was his plan?
I thought at the end of the day, him just wanting to like get like more knowledge or something like that.
He wanted to get that mask.
Yeah, I thought that shit was whack. So
He wanted to start Ragnarok. That was the only thing he thought to do it.
Yeah, I just wasn't like moved at like the end all. Like he basically said, "Fuck everybody, I want this." I just wasn't moved. I wasn't moved.
So let's put it to the test. Go around the room. I got him at an 8. Riddell?
I got him 8.
Sauce?
I got him at 9.
Gabe?
He says 8.
He gonna stay at an 8. Zeus? I'm fine with 9. Riddell?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. For sure. Sauce, who you got? This is one of your Mass Effect niggas. I'm surprised he was there.
That's who I was looking at, but I forgot that nigga name. What is that nigga name?
I just added him because he was from Mass Effect. I added him just for you. I never played Mass Effect. What's the Invisible Man or something?
I think that's what it is. I searched up a list of villains, and I think that's what his name is.
The villain that I remember most is was it like Saris or Varys or something like that?
Yeah, but he was a puppet though. He was a way worse.
The Elusive Man. That's his name.
Yeah. That's
a crazy name. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And he's in every game apparently. Who you want to go with?
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, yeah, let's go with him. Let's go with him.
Sell him where you want him at, because I don't know who the fuck this nigga is or what he do.
I wish Brother Santo was here. You feel me? Because I be smoking a lot of weed, so my memory be hazy.
I felt that, brother. It's a safe space. Take your time, King.
From what I remember, right? Because he wasn't every game, but his presence was like, who can I compare him to? Like that everybody should know. Actually, he was like a more hands-on emu, to be honest. I ain't gonna cap. Because he had so much control over everything that was going on. He knew all the dealings of the outer space world. You feel me? Every alien race, what was going on, every species, every war that was probably going to happen. You feel me? He even placed somebody in your crew to try to spy on you, but you can turn them a little bit too. I want to give him like. I want to give him like I give him like a 9. I give him like a 9. Because I don't want to be biased. So I give him like a 9 though.
Riddell, do you remember this guy?
No, I don't remember.
Random.
Random guy speaks.
8 in the morning over there?
Random?
Hold up,
Hey,
hold up, y'all. Hold up,
That
y'all.
boy was
Oh, actually, yeah, Randall, help me, please. Thank you.
All right,
sleeping that Chase said.
Look, I'm fucking delirious right now. All right. I just traveled a whole fucking halfway across the world to hear Sauce fumble. I'll say this, Miles. Elusive Man is one of the best anime villains of the 2010s.
Anime.
And let me take over. Let me take over.
Let
me take
Good.
over.
You know what we gonna do? People who know how to
I
work
am
this
a
shit, put them on the big screen. Who know how to work this shit? Put them on the big
I got you.
I don't got no hands on deck.
I don't know how to work this shit, man. Y'all know that.
So, all right, y'all. So the Elusive Man is one of the big bad guys of Mass Effect. I'm a big Mass Effect stan, so I'll take over from here. So technically, he does appear in all 3 games. In the first one, he's kind of a big background person because of his organization, Cerberus, which in the Mass Effect universe, Cerberus is like super human focused. Like they'll do whatever it takes to advance humanity's place in the galaxy. In the Mass Effect universe, it's actually pretty small. It's about 20 to 30 years, if I remember correctly. It's about 20, 30 years since like humanity popped up into the greater galaxy. They actually fought a war with one of the council races, which is like the council is at the start of Mass Effect universe. There are 4 races who kind of like govern everything, right? and these, in order to be a council race, you have to produce something very significant to the galaxy. There's the Asari, who are these blue female, basically aliens who are the first people to discover the Citadel where the galactic community is settled. The Turians have the most firepower. They're like the army of the galaxy. There's the Solarians, who are mainly like scientists and shit like that. It was them three to start. And then humanity joins at the end of the first game because they stopped the Reapers. So the reason why the Elusive Man is so important is actually he's evil in the first game. He's like your dubious ally in the second game. And I'm spoiling because this game is over 10 years old. The main character of the first game, Commander Shepard, he dies at the start of the second game. Elusive Man spends trillions of dollars to bring him back, whether through cybernetics and future stuff, if you want to believe that. But the whole time while you're working with him, because he's like, hey, somebody's attacking human colonies out on the frontier and nobody's doing nothing to stop it. So while the whole time you're like, okay, I'm trying to stop these human colonies, this fool's doing something shisty behind your back. And in fact, a couple times he does technically betray you. And in the third game, he goes full evil, and he's basically one of the main bad guys of the third game to polish off the trilogy. The Elusive Man is great because you will never fight the Elusive Man, but he has this aura around him, and I'm deliberately using that word. Like the way he's presented, the way he talks, the way he's the richest man in the galaxy, Miles. We're talking about aliens who've been running around for instance, the Asari lived for 1,000 years. The Elusive Man richer than damn near all of them. Like so he got money like that. He moves different. At one point, he attacks the seat of galactic power in the third game. Bro got motion. So like that's why I'm sitting there like, now would I put him if you're talking in terms of, or like if you want to compare him to like a Virgil or somebody like that, I wouldn't put him there because you can't fight the Elusive Man like directly. You never fight him because he's not a fighter. He's a strategist. He's a thinking man's dude. Like he's living. He's like, it always feels like he's a few steps ahead, and he only messes up once in the series, and it's in the third game. I don't want to spoil that part because he basically gets he thinks a little too big about the overall big conflict of the third game. I personally would put him as a 10 because just everything that he does, like if the Elusive Man, it does not exist, Mass Effect is not what it is. Like, and Mass Effect's a great series, and he's always been in the background to the point by the third game, he's right there as one of the biggest bad guys in the verse. Like, so that's why I would put him there. Like, if you think Handsome Jack deserves to be up there, Elusive Man should be right there with him. That's how I feel.
They sound very similar. Except, obviously, Handsome Jack is more hands-on. He does more killing versus manipulating to get where he's at. But as far as like the political game, be it behind the scenes, antagonizing the main character, they do sound very similar.
And mind you, Cerberus, the
stop
the way you call it, the human organization that he's been running. He's been running around for a while.
Yeah,
Brandon, we just got paid. Shut up.
I understand jet lag. I get it. Angie Carl with $2. Where is Shinra Electric Power Company?
We gonna get to it when I cook Santos ass on Sephiroth. We gonna get to
it. Go ahead, Random. Continue.
But like to show you how good he was for the Elusive Man, he was running around with Cerberus for years before people knew what they were doing, like experimenting on people, doing all these things. And then all of a sudden, if Shepard, the main character, doesn't start running into these rogue outposts or whatever, Elusive Man could have just been slowly but surely just doing his own thing. Because Santo, you've played Mass Effect, right?
Yes, he's addicted to so many smokes that he changed his lung out to synthetic lungs so he can smoke every pack he wants.
Absolutely.
He got
attacks the Citadel, when he attacks the Citadel with just Cerberus niggas, that's crazy. Like it's crazy the things he's been able to do. So he has his arms everywhere. So
just really wants to push the human race by any means necessary.
Sauce, you keeping yours at a 9? Because it sounds like he a 10. You agree?
Nah, he a 10. It's the stuff that I forgot. It's been a minute, but he a 10 for sure.
Santo?
I got him at a 9.
He's still gonna be a 10. Riddell? Unless you got a lower number than 9.
I don't remember enough I know all the plans that they're talking about, but I don't remember him enough as a character.
Yeah,
Like,
you
Get
mess
out
with
the way.
him, Jordan?
Hell no, get it out the way.
Okay, so he's gonna stay at a 10.
I was about to say, put some respect. Like they're like, I know just as much about Mass Effect as I do as like Mushoku Tensei, so I'm always willing to have discussions about this.
W Mass.
Should we trust
Good
him?
thing or a bad thing? No.
Should we trust him?
I was gonna play through it again, but my save data didn't transfer from my last PlayStation. So.
Yeah,
That's a good reason to start over. Why
I
not?
don't
My nigga,
want to though, Randall. Like, it's so long. Bro. And the first Mass Effect, it didn't age well for me. I ain't gonna lie, it doesn't age well.
Oh,
bro, why you got so many of my
W soundboard.
Santo,
That's funny.
who you got? It's time to get it out the way.
Oh, I see. Is that Rodrigo Borgia?
I might as well get this shit
Clockwork.
between y'all.
No, you know what? Since Random just came back, Random, pick one.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Save Santo. Go ahead and pick one.
You know what? No, I'm gonna do. This is the problem. I love Sherlock. Sly Cooper. I love that series. I just haven't played in a while, so I'm gonna go Rodrigo Borgia. I just can't talk about what Clockwork has done. I'm gonna put him around a 7. I think he's really harmed with his son being there, because ultimately, like, the only reason he's still even around in Brotherhood is because Ezio's like, yeah, I'm gonna let you live, my boy. And you had the apple, and he was the Pope, and all that. He did all this murdering, trying to massacre the entire Italian Brotherhood, and he still lost. And then in the Brotherhood game, question me, what's the best thing he did in that game besides get killed by Cesare? Because I can't remember.
Brotherhood?
Yeah, in Brotherhood.
I don't know. I could just tell you he killed Ezio's whole family, didn't he?
Yeah, I was talking about that in 2, but then Ezio gets it back in blood and lets him
I
live.
know. I'm saying that I'm not saying that was in Brotherhood. I'm just saying that's.
Yeah, no. I think if they didn't put so much. By the way, if they didn't put so much emphasis on Cesare and his sister, which was weird. Like if they just let Rodrigo in, whatever that power struggle was going to be between him and Cesare, that would have been very interesting to see, because they both had two different visions for what the Templar Order was going to be like. And in the second game, Rodrigo really shines, while in the third game, or while in Brotherhood, he's an afterthought, which is a damn shame. So I put him as a 7 because of how much he falls off in Brotherhood.
I'll be honest, a lot of when it comes to Assassin's Creed villains, they're not really that memorable to me, other than Haytham. He's the only one that like stands out to me. That's why I don't really remember a lot from what they actually do. Obviously, I remember like the Assassin's Creed plot. But the overarching villains, it's more like the buildups of all the different types of villains you face from my Assassin's Creed experience. I'm cool with the 7 too, though.
Yeah, I don't remember this old fuck. I just remember him being an extremely easy boss battle at the end of the game and it being very anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie, y'all being generous. I'm giving that nigga a 5. Nigga don't move me at all.
I think the conspiracy that he does to get everybody's family, like to get Ezio's family out the way, like I think that's very well done. And he technically did accomplish the mission.
It was like a family friend or whatever to that Auditore family, and he just killed them all.
But the reason why, but he doesn't do that without Rodrigo. Rodrigo was the mastermind of that.
Yeah, you're right.
So that, and he does accomplish his task, which is to become the Pope. Now, obviously, there are other things he could have done. Like, hey, bro, if you knew there was one more Auditore out there, full press while the nigga's young, full press, get him out the way, because he's the one cat who can stop you in the entire Italian peninsula. But I still think he's very nice. And also his reveal, because you learn more and more, you learn bits and pieces about him. It's like, oh, then they start calling him the Spaniard, then you see him a few times, and once he knows you're a liability, he's done with you. He's like, I got things to do in 2. I can't defend how he acts in Brotherhood, but in 2, that's why I'm giving him a 7 in 2.
Santo?
Put him at 8. I think he's cool. I don't think he's on the caliber of everybody higher. He's at 8.
Sauce.
Yeah, I'm not a big AC fan, so I don't know who that nigga is.
Good. Gabe.
7's cool. Because I don't think he's Amalim, that's a demon.
That nigga not even close to that nigga.
Hell nah. Yeah, 7's cool. I don't even think he's
Iconic.
Come on. See, he understand? He understand iconic.
Santo, don't run.
Fine.
It's your turn.
Okay.
I'm here
All
for
right.
it.
So let's go clockwork.
Yo, I love it though. I love the game. I love the hustle though. You funny. as
Clockwork. I think he's at an 8 personally.
Yeah.
He's Dio. He's literally Dio. Generational hate. Like to the point like I'm going to make myself a cyborg just so I can outlive you guys. I'm going to kill
sure.
your dad. I'm going to kill your dad.
Oh my God.
I'm going to steal the book of your whole family history just to prove to you I'm a better thief. He's an 8.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think 8 is perfect. You know, creating a whole entire villain group for the sole purpose of killing one man and his family. That's elite hate.
Yeah.
He persists throughout 2 games, one of which he's the most powerful person in the verse. So somebody actually puts their consciousness inside of his mech body because you just can't get no better than it. So his legacy lives on. Yeah, I think Clockwork is dope as fuck. Also, one of the hardest boss battles I've played in the first Sly Cooper. That fight was
I
extremely
remember
hard.
how hard that was in the lava.
Yeah, that was extremely hard.
I was like, what the hell is this?
This game is so good, bro.
That was not a kid's
love
game,
Sly
boss. I'm
Cooper.
not gonna lie.
That was
Yo,
where,
Mud, man.
Speak
yeah.
on it.
I mean, I think Sly Cooper is one of those. I was a big Jack and Daxter person, and then Sly Cooper came out and said, "Hey, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, thank you for your service. Sly Cooper's all I'm playing until further notice."
Oh, you can.
And that was the first game I remember completing 100%, where I ran around fighting all them damn clues, bottles, and all this stuff, so I could learn on the extra moves because you needed all of those to be Clockwork when I played him.
Yes.
Like he was hard. I think also the lore. I think like Santos said, the lore of Clockwork just saying, I will do whatever it takes to be better than this family that got all the fame. And he did it, man. He did it. And once again, he just ran into like he just ran the plot and the main character because he was cooking. I fuck with Clockwork. I got those games back. I got my PlayStation finally. I'm gonna go back.
Any other Sly Cooper fans out there? Sauce, Gabe, Riddell?
No, I'm not.
So real quick for you, Santo or Random, what's your favorite game? 1, 2, or 3?
Or Sly.
I'm a big fan. I love 1. I love 1 because there's just something special about the first one. I got no problem with the other one.
1 made me fall in. I think 2 is the actual better game.
2's the best.
Mm-hmm.
But 1 made me fall in love with it, so I'm biased.
Yo, fuck them Betty.
Though. That's just my favorite iteration of the Sinister Six, starting off with my nigga Dimitri.
Yeah. It's man.
Dimitri. That nigga was an idiot.
Yo, why did they make Dimitri's freak? I hated doing his missions in 2. I hated doing
just sneaking around the clubs and shit, right?
Nah, I thought he wasn't the one with the hack where you had to do the little. You're in a computer with like it looked like a fucking mini asteroid thing where your guys just in the middle.
that was the spider chicks.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
I can't think of her name.
Here.
She was in Mother Russia. She was a Russian.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, Benny. You getting slander you didn't deserve. Murray was my nigga though.
Yeah.
Yo, Murray. Yeah. I didn't like in 3 when he became an Aborigine and went on that whole spiritual cleanse. I wasn't feeling that.
They had no
Before
idea.
that, Murray was my nigga. All he wanted to do was eat pizza and punch the fuck out of niggas. Nothing else.
Facts.
Well, it's my go.
Before you go, read this. Read this.
This is crazy.
Yo.
Go ahead, take it, Miles. You read that one.
Sal Marcano in Mafia 3 needs to be on this list. He killed Lincoln's family and called them ends while doing it. Fuck him and his whole family. 3 laugh emojis.
Oh,
He
God.
definitely did that.
He did do that.
I thought people didn't like Mafia 3.
It was overhated. It wasn't that bad. It just doesn't
Okay.
compare to the first two.
Mm-mm.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But it wasn't bad. But when you compare it to the first two,
Oh my God.
all right, let's get him out.
I might as well just one-on-one this.
Let's get him out the way.
I literally have water for this. I'm down. I can't drink anymore.
Hold on, let me go to the last list. Let me see where I put Cloud.
I think he's at an 8 or 7.
No, I need the facts.
Hashtag
Damn, Cloud is at a 7, so I gotta put this nigga at an 8. That's nasty. We putting him at the front of 7 for the hatred.
I'm surprised.
My thing is that he doesn't even believe this himself.
Yes, I do.
Sephiroth is not a 7.
He's not an 8.
He's at least an 8.
How?
You picked. Go ahead. Explain.
I think Sephiroth, he has good aura. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo,
Good. He's good aura. Okay.
He has good aura. Because Santo, when you add the context, some of his best moments get spoiled. When he cut down Tifa and Zack, and regular Cloud, who was still a bum ass nigga, lifted him up by his own sword and threw him into the wall, you lose some points. Why did you let go of the sword? You know what I'm saying? That's low battle IQ. You lose points for that. Here's the thing, man. I don't think Sephiroth's backstory is good. I don't think his motivations are good nor dynamic. He's just. Think Angie said it. He's just cool. He's one of those characters. He's like a Sun Jin Woo. He's just cool as fuck, and he's edgy. I'm a monster, so if they want me to be a monster, I'm gonna show them a monster. I'm gonna destroy the world. That's lame. Like he doesn't do anything to me that blows me out of the water or takes me aback. He's just a really cool nigga with a sword that's longer than he is tall, and that's it. Cool ass moves. He's real fast. He has cool magic. His demeanor never really changes, whether the situation's dire or it's like a calm situation. He's always the same stoic soldier first class person. I like him as a symbol. I don't even like him when he was a good guy, but as a villain, he's just not great. He's just wanton rage and destruction for the sake of wanton rage and destruction. There's no motivations. I put him at a 6.
Ooh, shit.
It's not good.
Damn.
Fight bet, Santo.
Fight. Go crazy.
fight back, my brother.
We're not going crazy, but the nigga he's so overrated. He has a good theme, most iconic theme in Final Fantasy. He's from the most iconic game. And I'm tired of these characters from this game getting all this praise. Because Final Fantasy 7 is not that good. It's not.
Final Fantasy.
You are the first person I've ever heard say that.
Oh God.
You want to know why? Because the people who think this did not play every single game. I've played every game, even the ones only released in Japan. I played every Final Fantasy, every one.
You a fiend. Good shit.
I think 5 is better.
It's my favorite franchise of all time.
You sound like
I think 5 is better.
You like Fate.
5 is better. 6 is better. 3 is better. 9 is better. 14 is better. 12 is better. And then me and Santo can argue over 10. Outside of that, yeah, sure, it's better than the rest. It's not better than 8 either.
I disagree with you on 12 and 14. That's an MMO. How am I supposed to feel about that?
So it has a whole.
That's the one you play all the time, right?
Yeah, it has a whole entire story.
That shit is fire.
Look, if you want to do that, obviously, the only one I've played most of them except for 14, obviously. But
Tactics is better.
Okay. Come on, bro.
These games are all better. Brandon, you're saying, come on, Tactics is better.
Tactics is a completely different game.
Final Fantasy, and it's better, brother.
I mean, look, if that's how you want to do it, fine. Because I do like tactics more than I do agree with Miles about 7 just gets all this love.
I
Which
agree.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yes.
You've had great characters in other games like that should get a lot of love. Personally, I am a fan of 10. Now throw 10-2 in the trash. Throw 10-2 in the biggest piece of
Hey,
trash.
Randy, man, when I told Santo it was the craziest thing he ever heard.
No,
10
no,
is
no.
better than
Blitzball.
I,
You want to know?
hey, what you said
I
was
said Tidus was better than Cloud. Up
there
for
we go.
impressive.
All right, Miles. If we talking blitzball, you got it. If we talking blitzball, you got it.
Niggas don't.
Okay, look.
Niggas wasn't really playing the game like I was playing the game.
Now, hold on. You're right. I clearly wasn't. I spent a lot of time playing Dynasty Warriors, but
But it's true. You are a fiend.
but look,
Running?
I think one of my favorite things. I also think that they could have made a fucking game out of this if they wanted. Blitzball in 10.
I'm gonna do a game.
That was like I spent when I found out you could hire different people, Miles. I said, fuck it, I'm not finishing the story. I got to create the ultimate blitzball team real quick. And that's why I probably like 10. I spent so much time on that. I also think the story is very good. But now I'm thinking about it, Miles is selling me, man.
And
Like,
real quick, 'cause I
wow.
want to give a shout out to Angie.
Mhm.
Angie, I've been telling Santo this for the past week and a half. Genesis is the best character in the Final Fantasy. He's the best character. He does everything. Even the edginess is better. When he comes out with the Loveless book and he's just reading from the book, sounding all edgy and zesty, that's me. Sephiroth got nothing like that. Nothing.
Shout out to my boy Gilgamesh. He stays getting lost, but he keep finding his way into different Final Fantasy games.
Brandon, where you got Sephiroth, man? What number you got him at, man? Be honest, man.
If I'm being 100% honest, I'd probably say a 7. I understand, but he guys one of the hardest boss themes of all time.
He probably has the hardest boss theme ever.
Of like, I hear that in Kingdom Hearts, and I get scared, and I'm level 100 with everything. Like, obviously his designs. I think it's unfair that Miles, you are right. Most of his case is aura. It's absolute aura. It's the boss. It's his design. I think a few of his boss fights are actually pretty good. I think Final Fantasy Remake does a lot to help him out in that regard. I'm gonna say it's 7 because he's iconic. He's iconic. That's why he's a 7. Now, if you want to go brass tacks, there's a reason why. I think 7's like gatekeeper. That's why I'm looking at 7 right now based on the list. Like, I will never put Sephiroth on the same level as Clockwork. I will never do that. Especially now that I think about that.
Look,
like,
he's
Odin.
He's not next to Odin.
He's not next to Odin. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but Cook.
Like, even obviously I talk elusive, man. You telling me Sephiroth deserves to be on the same fucking standard as like Shao Kahn, Handsome Jack, Virgil. I always forget the dude's name from Far Cry 3. What's his name?
Boss.
Yes. Like, he don't deserve.
Is Sephiroth a bootleg Virgil? I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
Who came first?
He did come first. He did come first.
He came first?
Yeah, Sephiroth came first. Sephiroth came out in 97.
Oh, I mean, they have so many similarities. So,
did you look him up real quick?
No, I know who Sephiroth is. I know he used a long sword. I know he has long hair.
Yeah,
he was my main.
He don't slow down time or nothing. He don't got the little dimension slash. He's just a tall nigga with a tall sword, man. But Santo, I said my slander. You didn't interrupt me. I'm gonna offer you that same courtesy. I'm not gonna say anything while you tell us where he belongs, where you feel he belongs.
I think Sephiroth belongs at a 9. let's get it out of the way. I'm one of those people. I do not have Final Fantasy VII as the greatest Final Fantasy game. It is overhyped, in my opinion. Nevertheless, Final Fantasy VII, with its lore, from Crisis Core to Dirge of Cerberus, which game is ass, but the lore is
Who played
great.
that game? Who played that game? Let me talk to you.
I played it.
I did.
It was horrible.
Terrible.
Burn
Complete
that,
dog
burn
shit.
that disc. Burn that disc right now.
But we wanted Edgelord Vincent. But Final Fantasy VII is great. Sephiroth as a character is a great character. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Great look, great OST, the greatest OST. Now, character wise, good guy, product of soldier. He goes and becomes a hero throughout the land. Finds out that he's an experiment by Hojo. What does he do? Crash out. Nibelheim happens. He doesn't do anything that impacts. Kills Zack. Literally, his event in Nibelheim destroys Zack, which brings in Cloud. Cloud is a clone of Sephiroth. That boosts Sephiroth, in my opinion. He develops a god complex to now his motivation. Oh, I just want to rule everything then. I want everything to be mine. I want to shape the world to what I think is what I deserve at that point. The complete antithesis of Aerith. It's literally a yin and yang story between Aerith and Sephiroth. She's the white materia, he's the black materia. Sephiroth is a great character. And to say that he doesn't do anything, he summons Meteor. Like, that's literally one of the greatest things in Final Fantasy in Final Fantasy. The Black Meteor. And I get what Miles is doing. I genuinely believe this, and this is me, what I think. I do get that Final Fantasy VII is overhyped. But just because it's overhyped does not mean that the character is ass. And he really isn't. The character is fantastic. He's great. I have him at a 9.
He averages out to a 7. Thank God.
Jesus Christ.
W.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out Sephiroth. I wish I got into the Final Fantasy series. The only reason why I didn't is because I thought it was one whole continuous story. So I was like, bro, that's too much going on. I feel like I have to. I'm one of those people that loves continuity. So I feel like I have to go to Final Fantasy 1 to really lock in a Final Fantasy. But apparently that's not the case.
Oh, you
No,
don't have
it's
one.
not. They're all individual stories. I honestly, my favorite Final Fantasy story is 13. I like 13.
I'm
no,
not
listen,
gonna hold you, bro.
listen. That's me.
No, what the fuck was that?
You got it, Santo.
The story, not the game. My favorite, the one I enjoyed the most was 13.
What the fuck? That was funny.
Okay.
Damn.
Explain.
They hated on your pick,
explain why.
Oh,
Explain
shit.
why.
I like the story of Lightning. I like the story of her sister. I enjoyed it more. Snow is trash, which I don't like. I hate what they did at part 3 with Lightning Returns, but other than that, like the story I enjoyed the most was 13. And I know it's not a popular opinion.
As a 13 enjoyer, I have a you played 13 too?
Yes.
Okay.
And I prefer Sephiroth over Caius.
yeah.
Look.
I'm pacing right now. Y'all are sad.
Yo, I ain't never seen Miles so distraught.
Riddell, you up, man? Who you going with?
You're right, but goddamn it, why?
Yeah.
Oh man, now I'm curious on what's going on with Final Fantasy 13. Shout
That's
out,
another
man.
one that gets a lot of love.
It
from
gets
there.
a lot of hate.
No, real quick
Actually,
before you go, I have an announcement to make. I will be doing a deep breakdown on Sephiroth and posting it on our members only channel. I will try to have that done by next week. This has to stop.
Yo, he's about to cook Sephiroth.
Oh, that shit is
Yeah,
funny.
I feel like because no. I agree. Everything that Santo's saying as far as like symbolism, what Sephiroth stands for, and all of that stuff, I really have I can't dispute that. He's 100% telling the truth. But we just can't talk about what people do. We have to talk about how they look doing it and how that's portrayed. And it's not good. It's not good. He doesn't have any crazy memorable voice lines. He's not moving strategically or doing anything. He's just doing shit. For half of 7, he's bathing in the live stream. He's not doing anything. So yeah, Riddell, go ahead, bro. Because I'm about to get tight. Go ahead, bro.
You love to see it. I'm gonna go with the flood.
Ooh.
Now I don't know what started the trend. So the flood obviously is a very iconic type of villain. It's the alien hive mind species that can take over humanity and transform them into mindless monsters. I don't know what started it, but Halo was the $2 super chat.
$2 super chat. Sephiroth to Miles is the Uchiha to Tobirama. It's sad because I like the nigga, but god damn, he's not better than Caius, bro. That's just disrespectful, bro. That's just disrespectful, bro. I'm about to cry, bro. Disrespectful, bro.
And I genuinely feel if Final Fantasy
bro.
VII was not as hype as it was, this type of energy would not be there for Miles.
I swear to God it would.
And I swear to God, that's how I feel.
It would.
That's how I feel.
That shit just ass. But keep talking about the flood, Riddell.
He's really not.
Yeah, I don't know what started off the hive mind, so I can't really with confidence say Halo started the trend, but I'm going to unconfidently say Halo started the trend. So Halo made that shit popular. The hive mind-esque alien type. It's one that's very easy to get into, and it's a huge looming threat. If you didn't know, the flood is the reason why Halo exists. They're the most terrifying force in the entire Halo series. They put fear and nightmares into kids' brains when they're playing Halo, and then these monsters just show up, start taking over people's bodies. They are annoying villains to deal with, especially like the little ones, and they group up, and then the other ones that can also attack, but also use weapons. But ultimately, there's no underlying bigger like plan or scheme. They just want to take over all of life. They just want to destroy everything. They want to take over everything. And that's why the originators of like the Halo universe created a whole weapon called the Halos to destroy life because these guys are too much of a problem. That's how big of a threat they are in the Halo series. So, yeah, hey, at that point, when you are a universal threat, it doesn't get any higher than that. I'll be honest, it doesn't get any higher. So I'm going to go, considering what they are for the Halo series, consider what they represent, considering that they are an easy trope any series, anime, video game would love to do in terms of the hive mind idea, I'll give them a 10. They're too iconic, and extremely terrifying. And for an action game, throw in the flood, it just becomes a horror game out of nowhere. So I'm gonna throw a 10. Might be biased. Halo's my favorite series. So
any Halo enjoyers?
I can see where he's coming from. I think the introduction of the flood is magnificent. Like when you finally get to see them, and it's for once, because especially if you're playing on lower difficulty, even higher ones, where like you're at one point you just kind of figure out how to play Halo, and then the flood come in and it's like everything changes. Like how you fight is different. If those Sentinels are around, you're like, thank God. Now I do believe the flood does get played out at certain points. Like you can have a game without the flood. You can have a game without them, and trust me, they'll be okay, right? But oh my god, of course. But I can see why Riddell really likes them so much, because at least in the first 3 games when they're used pretty well, especially when you learn that they can even convert technology into their hive mind. So they're effective. Like the fact that you leave Cortana at the end of Halo 2 and you're like, God damn, and you clearly see the effects of her, not just the Ramsey, but how the hive mind kept talking to her. Now the event, like the cool part when the Arbiter and Master Chief team up with the Flood was cool, but I'm like, after this he's gonna betray us immediately, so I lost immediate interest. I'm not as high as Riddell of them. I'd probably put them in an 8, but just because I think they're overexposed in the Halo series, I'm gonna put them down as an 8. Like, am I looking at Master Xehanort and saying and putting him in the Flood the same level? No, not for me. But I think also Kingdom Hearts is a more complex story than Halo is. So maybe that's why. But I can see why Riddell puts him as high as he does.
You're muted, Miles.
You're muted, Miles.
Okay. I agree with everything that Riddell said, but I am applying a special tax called the Hive Mind tax. It's easy to be like an influential villain when you can kind of come in any way, shape, or form, whether it's like extremely threatening or slightly threatening. But I do think them being an imposing threat on the entirety of the Halo verse, so much so there's a weapon specifically created for them. I think that speaks volumes. Just a slight tax to them. They average out at a 9. Anybody else Halo fans? Sauce, Gabe?
No, but I did have a question, but you answered it.
Okay. They average out at a 9 with the 10-9-8 voting we got.
I'm not mad at it. I'll also give him a little credit too, in the sense that for like a hive mind, you love to see it when they show. Because I was surprised when the biggest hive mind, like the one controlling everything, actually spoke to Master Chief and the Arbiter, and he even came up with a whole plan, to the point that like Random brought up, they had to join forces because one of the Covenant's leaders was going to fire off Halos. Like, no, we can't let that happen. So I always appreciate when there's intelligence behind the looming threat too. That's always good.
For sure. There's only 3 left, so we'll just go left to right. We'll just give our
demon.
So we got Makarov. Any Call of Duty Modern Warfare players?
Yes.
Random, you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
Yeah, I played the first trilogy. I didn't play the second.
That's
well,
fine.
I played.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, No Russian speaks for itself, my man. Like,
Okay.
Oh my god. I'll you know what? I'm willing to put him at an 8 and have somebody convince me to put him up higher. Let's see. I think obviously the retcon to put him back in the first game with Yuri was I was like, okay, I guess I understand why. No Russian is iconic. God, people still bitch about that to this day. I'm like, the fact that he killed Soap. He killed Soap too. Damn, he killed Soap twice, which is crazy. He killed him in New Trilogy too. My boy is he sees a I also think how much Price is willing to sacrifice at one point to just kill the dude, and the fact that even the way he dies was like, I think, like, obviously all the other Call of Duty villain deaths, he's the only one that sticks out to my mind, man. Like, even at the end, man, he was fighting, he was about to get away, and Captain Price just pull some shit out of his ass. Only Captain Price can do to win.
Literally.
And it has him swinging and smoking. That's so crazy. I'm gonna put him at an 8, but I know somebody, because I know I'm missing a lot of context with Makarov because I just haven't played COD in a while. Please,
Riddell, you know about Makarov?
Don't play COD stories.
I'm gonna put Makarov. I'm gonna put him at. I don't think he's as good as Captain America, Captain Price. We had him at a 10, but I'm gonna put him at a 9 though. I give Makarov a lot of credit because he was technically like the second in command to the operation he was heading. When Zakayev died, he kind of had to really step up, and I think like he took that nigga sauce and ran with it. he was giving TF-14. He was giving the U.S. military like a run for their fucking money.
Facts.
He was able to corrupt General Shepard. He was able to kill half of TF-141. He was able to kill half of Delta Force.
Safe House.
No, he killed all of Delta Force.
He
actually.
did.
He killed the whole Delta Force. He killed half of TF-141. He killed. So he was pretty. If Captain Price wasn't Captain America, he would have literally did everything he wanted to do and got away. It's literally he was fighting against Captain America.
And Roach.
Like,
shout out to Roach too.
Shout out to the main character Roach. Can't forget about it. Shout out to him as well. He cunning villain, very charismatic. He has good lines. He's funny. I just think the nigga good with weaponry. Nigga Captain America, man. If it wasn't for Captain America, he'd be him. I got him at a 9. Santo, you put him on Warfare? Or the trilogy, rather?
I played the trilogy. More towards I watched a playthrough of Modern Warfare. I played more multiplayer. But when people, you're a really bad guy and you're really hated, that when he got killed, people celebrated. It was an event. Like, he's, in terms of Game of Thrones, he's Joffrey.
Yeah.
When he got packed up, like, we celebrated that. So I'll put him on a 9.
Sauce.
I want to give Makarov. I still want to give him a 10. Slick, just because everything y'all say, it moves me just a little bit more. You feel me? Like the fact that Captain Price did what he did. Like we talked about last week, Captain Price never really was that type of dude who just go head first. You feel me? But just for Makarov though, he said, "Let's just juggernaut it up. Give me a machine gun, and we about to go find this man." You feel me? And a no rushing mission.
Sauce,
like,
I'm sorry to cut you off.
go ahead,
We got a $2 super chat. So my guy Nasty Nort gets no love from.
That's a nasty ass name. What the hell?
Nasty Nort is.
What the hell?
My my spiral ball knowledge is not up there. Maybe next time, if we ever do this type of thing again, you can come up, Kent, and preach to us like you do about you.
Can't you wanna know why he didn't make it? Look at his name, my boy.
Nasty Nork is crazy.
Nasty Nork. Like, what is that?
Spyro not like that, bro. He's
damn. He says Spyro not like that. That's tough.
Out of all of them, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot. Spyro, unfortunately, Cortex should have been on this list, but Spyro not like that.
Continue, Sauce. Finish what you were saying.
But yeah, the no rushing mission, the fact that he took the characters you were controlling through the mission, you feel me, and then at the end did what he did, knowing that who you were. He evaded America, and technically it was successful. I ain't gonna cap. You feel me? Like you said, if it wasn't for Captain America, no soldier serum, by the way, no super soldier serum, by the way. He was definitely successful in my opinion throughout the original trilogy. The new one, I don't know about that, but the original one, Makarov was that guy, so I'm gonna give him a 10.
New one, he still got soap dead in the new one.
Yeah, twice.
It's crazy to get him twice. Damn,
twice, man.
Gabe, how you feel about Makarov?
I mean, y'all hit the nail on the head. I don't want to, re-say everything y'all said, but let's go down the list. He's cold. He's ruthless. He's a mastermind. But one thing about me with a lot of these characters, if I know the character a lot more, I'm gonna remember some of their lines. And he got two cold ass lines to me that I remember. Obviously, you got the one for no Russian. Remember, he was like, "Remember, no Russian," whatever he had said. But then when he said to Captain Price on the radio, when he had told him, "You didn't stop them, old friend," after everything was literally crashing down, that shit was cold as fuck. Like, he just
iconic.
Got it.
I got it. He got it.
Yeah, Gabe, you cook. When Makarov was talking into that walkie-talkie nigga,
Yes, bro.
he used to be talking to them
I
niggas.
forgot
He
about
was
he was
talking
talking
crazy.
He was talking to them.
Nigga was tapped into their comms.
Just to talk
Hold on,
shit.
there was another
That's
one.
all.
He was like, your world. What was it? Your world as you knew it is gone. How far would you go to bring it back? Man.
Hold on.
When he
Angie,
killed Tia.
hold on, Miles. Hold on, Miles. $2
Oh
super
my
chat from
God.
Angie. Trump banned OG Modern Warfare 2 because of
No way that's real.
I was gonna bring that up
I
though.
gotta search that lineup. I hope I didn't get it wrong.
He is the only person up here who has a mission ban from a game he in.
He do.
He's the only person, bro. Like, that big guy.
I did say it right. Your world as you knew it is gone. How far would you go to bring it back?
Oh yeah, that was
to be fair, bro. He had the Russian.
You
That
couldn't
is
get.
crazy.
Makarov had the Russians almost take over Washington D.C. and the White House. You don't think about the logistics. Don't think about the logistics of how this would actually happen. The fact that they were there. Ramirez was doing. If Ramirez didn't exist,
I mean, Randall, you could. I'm not gonna lie. I think Makarov had the world.
Hey, I apologize.
Shambles.
Put him up in 10. Put him up in 10.
I'm glad I said a 10, bro.
He sounds like he's him.
That man
Hey,
had
Miles, I was
9
gonna say,
machine
bro. I know we
guns.
put Price at 10, but he gotta be up there.
He might gotta be at 10, right?
I didn't even say what I was.
Bro,
Yeah,
he ran into Captain America and like Sergeant. If Ramirez didn't exist in Modern Warfare 2,
Price in shambles,
fighting for the army, they might have low-key taken
Chill
over.
out, Angie. Chill out, Angie.
Oh man, Andy cooking today. Okay,
That man Makarov
Yeah,
had
didn't he
modern
bomb like
machine
the
guns on the
G3
roof.
Summit in the game? Yeah,
Some
Makarov
shit.
got it. Yeah.
That man had modern machine guns on the roof of
bombing
the
the
White House.
G3.
Remember when he kidnapped the president?
Yeah,
he was doing a lot.
You're the
he
Russian.
was doing a lot, bro. That man
You're
was
the
a
Russian
terrorist,
KGB
dog.
trying to get there.
Y'all selling me on this dude.
And this is the
Bro,
second in
serious.
command doing all of this shit. He
Riddell,
wasn't even the head nigga.
Yeah, I don't
So
even.
the president, so the Russian president, basically, I guess it'd be Putin. I guess his thing, his plane gets attacked, and you play as a Russian like Secret Service, and you're doing the whole mission, right?
Wait, what mission?
You're where the Russian president gets attacked and kidnapped. So you're
Was it
doing the
in
whole
2 or
mission
3?
as this Russian Secret Service dude, right? And right when you get to the end of the mission, all you see is objective failed and Makarov opening the door with a gun and just shoot you in the face.
Oh,
Everything
was
in
that
mission
2 or
meant
3 though?
nothing.
That was in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah,
Man,
I remember that mission. I remember that mission. I remember that
But
mission.
Sauce, niggas were mad because in that mission you can use the AK-70. Oh, I gotta shut the fuck up. Makarov will find the one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie. Makarov will find the one.
Yeah,
he had the world in the chokehold. Oh my! I'm sorry. I should have given
niggas
him
was
the
tight though, because in that mission, the AK-74U was in the mission, so niggas was like, "Why is it not in the multiplayer? Y'all got the whole gun."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yo, that's hilarious because that game became so broken once it arrived in the multiplayer. That's hilarious, though.
On
Makarov was.
We got 2
What's
left.
that Far Cry 4? Oh man,
This is for some reason some people's heads get cut off in this. This is Pagan Min from AC4. So Gabe, you sound excited. You can go first on this one.
Can I go last?
Now you want to nigga.
I didn't peep. I thought it was just a random dude with a pink suit, but then I really looked at it.
No, yeah, that's Pagan Min. Who want to take this one? Who want to go first? Any Far Cry 4 enjoyers?
I've only ever played 10 minutes of Far Cry 4.
Y'all niggas are so
Jesus, I can't go last.
Now you got
You wanna know what? You wanna know why? You wanna know why? You wanna know why, Miles? Because the bro was right. Let me stop.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but I want to talking about. But I want to stop the show. We appreciate your money, brother. Stop the show whenever you want.
Yeah, you can keep stopping the show. To be honest,
Please stop it as much as necessary.
Now
Shut
I'm not.
up.
And shout out to you, Junie. I know who that is. Appreciate
Shout
you.
out. I'm not a big Far Cry enjoyer, but I do know every Far Cry game has a special something about it, right? About each game. And for Far Cry 4 was that if you just sit and wait the 10 minutes that bro's gone, he's like, all right, man, let's go. He comes back, y'all finish dinner. He's like, let's go shoot some guns. Because I remember somebody telling me that. So I waited just to see, I'll get this ending first. And then I watch the other ones. And if you progressively play the game, you just make shit worse. He was right the whole time. Pagan Min was from what I know, because the two choices you get in that game are objectively horrendous. Like I think it's like drug. You foster a drug trade or like child slavery or something like that. Like it was wild. Yeah.
Gabe, speak on
Okay.
Pagan.
I was gonna say I would give him a 9 because one, he got one of the best drip out of a villain I think I've ever played. He got it. He's smart, but he's also unstable. So he's one of those dudes that if you fuck with him, he's gonna you know what I'm saying? He's gonna fuck with you up here. He's also charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is he just blindly evil, but he's also like I said, charismatic. And then one of my favorite parts about the game is like the phone calls you get. Those are hilarious. With him. There was also I like the fact that he has like family ties, I guess. Where it's like he genuinely thinks he's doing right by you and what you're doing in the whole game. That he loves what you call it, AJ's mom. So that complexity to him as a villain. And then like Random said too, at the secret ending or whatever it is, where you just wait there for 10 minutes and he actually comes back. That shit is hilarious. So long story short, I'm gonna give him a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9. He's the atypical totalitarian leader. He has control over all of the media, military, funds, resources, everything. In his country of Kyrat. Pretty much if anything's happening, he knows about it. But the fact that he is unhinged is what I think gives him that nice edge, because you'll see him make very erratic decisions. Not only when he doesn't need to, but just for the fuck of it. Like something that can be very simply solved with sending some soldiers, he'll make a game out of it. I just like characters like that where you really can't. I'll shut the fuck up again. Boy said he got immaculate drip.
Did I lie?
Let me shut the fuck up again. Far Cry 4 was lit, and my guy was at least a 9. Getting to it, yeah, I agree. I think Pagan is a 9. He's not as good as Voss, but I'd probably say he's the second best villain in Far Cry. Probably second best villain. I didn't play 5, but I'll shut the fuck up again. One more. Makarov makes Chuck Norris sweat.
That's a man. I don't even think I'm
all right. That's the ultimate compliment right there at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, gone at 9. Let me move him up. And then our last one.
Red Dead villain?
I'm gonna go first. This is Micah Bell. Easy 10.
10.
The treatment that niggas be giving the Gunner for being a rat. This nigga's a fucking rat. This nigga's a rat scumbag bitch. And not only did he betrays the gang, he gets what's the leader? I can't think of his name for some reason.
Dutch.
He gets Dutch and one more other person, the fat dude.
Shit.
You know who I'm talking about. Fat dude, bald nigga.
Yeah. Damn. Who the fuck are you talking about?
I can't think of his name. Point being, he betrays the main character in this show. The idea they get sold up to the Pinkertons, which is like the FBI, and you think he's trying to get salvation for himself, but he actually betrays everybody. He takes advantage of Dutch losing his mind and uses it to kind of, get power for himself, take the money, lead the gang. Another $2 super chat. Gonna watch these gameplays. I hope they good. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Watch any of these characters in the top 10. I suggest you watch their game for sure. But they're all pretty good games all around the board.
Y'all need to tell Miles, Santo, and Random to create their own gameplays.
Now, I obviously will say it's tough for the elusive man because he's not a gameplay dude. But you should still enjoy his story, what he does from start.
Sounds like we need another real big story-driven game because when we think about,
there's some coming out. Oh,
I feel important.
This man,
hey man,
you are important.
We feel important too. When that $2
Double you,
you are important, my boy.
This is a mutual relationship.
That's a good year for that. 2025, a good year for them story-driven games.
Story-driven games. I haven't seen one that's like. Well, I haven't heard about it because I'm not locked into the video game space, obviously. So I need
Mafia coming out.
Which one?
There's a new Mafia coming out. Old Country.
I never played any of the Mafia games though.
See?
There is a new Mass
I don't think
Effect.
it matters though. The timeline is way before all that.
It's a reboot.
Oh,
It's like
I
a
think
Red
they're
Dead.
rebooting
It's
the
like
whole
Red
thing.
Dead timeline
a
type.
reboot? Maybe I lock in with Mafia. See what's the word. I tried. I attempted to try to lock into Yakuza.
Shut your ass up, Riddell. So Joker in the Arkham trilogy not on the list. We only didn't include him because he has a lot of lore outside of the video games. He's more of a comic book character first than he is a video game character. But obviously, we respect Joker in Arkham.
Yeah, him.
Shut your ass up. Espacia needs to be on the list. Now I've heard this name, but what
I
this
checked.
not-
She's in Odyssey.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, I was looking at.
Oh, isn't that tech? So if I remember correctly,
I didn't play Odyssey.
they're twins, right? So
Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up, random. Putin wears Makarov briefs at home. Yo, this Makarov.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
Makarov was.
He may have seen that game. Like, bro, I'm inspired, bro.
Riddell, go on YouTube and just watch Makarov moments so you can understand what we're
I'm not. Obviously, I know the No Russian. Like, that's one of the most iconic video game scenes of all time. I know what that scene is, but I might have to see what's the word on Makarov. I might have to see that story of Modern Warfare. Maybe I'll sleep. Maybe I should have been playing the story.
That man had troops parachuting.
I mean,
shooting
shit, that was
guns
the best
in
part of
midair.
them 3 games. The story. That's shitty ass multiplayer.
That nigga Makarov, that nigga had his own elite force inside the U.S. military while he was Russian.
And it made so much cool about No Russian is that was basically like his intro to the world, like coming out as the main guy from being second in command. Like,
man, don't forget the nuke in COD 4. Bro comes out because you see it in Modern Warfare 2, but he comes out with Yuri. He's like, "We just getting started, boy." And Yuri's like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, that's facts.
Wait a minute, sir. What you mean we just getting started?
Random.
I'm about to buy the Modern Warfare games again for the campaign.
Random. Do you know who Junko is?
Who?
Junko from Danganronpa.
No, I've never played those games.
I was trying to see if someone can co-sign how evil this woman is, bro.
I know like a little bit of the lore, which it's still nuts, but I can't play the games.
Did any of y'all play Portal? Oh shit! I gotta shut the hell up.
Shut your ass up. Makarov got an
Yes,
advanced Conqueror's hockey. I think he got the double advance. I think it told his thoughts in hockey.
Hey, maybe he's rocks, man. Maybe he's rocks.
Shit.
He might have been Rock's mentor.
What he did in his what he did is so unrealistic. Like if somebody really did that in real life, that would be like his feats are crazy in the Modern Warfare verse.
But Gabe, yeah, the main villain in Portal.
Because I played it briefly when I was younger, but I was gonna ask you how y'all feel because I looked up a list, and then the main villain for that game was damn near number 1 on every single one of the lists they made. So I was like,
was it Gladys?
Yeah.
No, that portrayal is iconic.
Miles, did you play? Did you get the true ending in Armor Core?
I haven't even beat that bitch yet.
I ain't gonna spoil you then. Don't spoil.
I got too many. I just be buying games, bro. Don't even finish them.
I feel you. I do feel you.
Yo, let's make a Steam family. What the hell?
Nigga, nigga.
What the hell? Yo.
I got hella games I haven't even touched. But yeah, this is our top villains in video games. At number 1, we got Virgil. Number 2, we got Mikola. Number 3, we got Voss. Number 4, we got Comstock. Number 5, we got the Elusive Man. Number 6, we got Michael Bell. Number 7, we got Makarov. I'll shut the fuck up. Movie villains next. Shut the fuck up again.
Yo,
Yo,
Angie got it, bro.
Angie
got it, bro.
What the hell?
Oh, that's hilarious.
But this is actually a good idea.
Movie villains will be fire, actually.
We can do heroes and villains same way. How do you feel, Santo?
We can do it, yeah.
Heroes and villains. That might be what we do next. Be sure to tune out for that. And hey, you suggested it. You might want to pop up and come up here and get your takes off too.
Yeah, automatic pen. Heath Ledger.
I think it is. Gabe.
Yeah.
I think that's why I said I think I know who that is. I think
Yeah.
it is. But yeah, this is our villains. We appreciate everybody for popping out. At least for this portion. Santo, we got anything else? You got anything else to say? We doing something?
I did want to say, so we're going back to our regularly scheduled programming. On Tuesday, we'll have our normal podcast at Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST. The captains are going to be back. We're going to be talking a lot of the new season of anime that really got the anime community excited because, like we said, the previous season was a little bit lackluster, aside from, the Sunjin Woos, ReZeros, Apothecary Diaries. But yeah,
sorry, I had to mute the
knew
host.
it. I knew it.
June said the one,
My
the only
dog.
thought bug. I thought it was Junebug too. When I was
dog.
Like,
That's Junebug, man.
Good.
Man,
yeah,
appreciate you, Junie.
June's the main character, Santo. I'm sorry.
No, that's hey, we're here. But yeah, next week, so the main podcast will be on Tuesday. There will be no Open Dojo on Thursday. It'll be the following week, and I think we're gonna lock it in. We're gonna do heroes and villains. Which one we'll start with? Tune in and find out.
Big W, man.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, Tuesday should be a very good episode talking about anime. We'll also do a collective votes for Crunchyroll Anime Awards. To see what's the word and put the right people as winners. Solo Leveling's not winning Anime of the Year.
Not winning the thing.
Nope.
That's
not. Was it really nominated for that?
I swear to God.
Random it is.
That's sad.
I didn't vote this shit for nothing.
I think it's going against Freerin, Dandadan.
Yes.
1,000 Year Blood War.
And I think
is it? Yeah.
Was it Kaiju?
Yeah, Kaiju.
Yeah,
Kaiju's
there.
Yeah, it's not really competing with that. So that one should be good. And if Lonnie's back, we can do Lonnie's new draft awards and start that up again. Heroes versus Villains draft awards. So we'll see what happens with that. But that one should be a very good episode. Also, I'll say this, not related to the podcast. And that's I watched that new Daredevil episode just today.
I'm behind.
I'm way behind.
Fire.
Bro,
I've been watching One Piece.
Daredevil.
Fire.
He's on one. He's on one in the new episode.
Bro, that new episode, the tension, the crash out. Bro, I was locked in. I'm gonna like, yo, what is Matt gonna do? What is Wilson gonna do? I don't know what they both gonna do. And then, bro, I'm be honest. Bullseye is one of the most terrifying villains I've seen, bro.
I literally said it.
He's back in the story. He's back for good.
Yes.
Miles, when you see how you get back outside, bro, you're gonna be moved, bro. Like my mama.
Bro, that dude is a demon, bro.
I'm moving up my ranks, bro. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Crazy,
Next
bro.
week, 2 weeks.
He's such a demon. I'm like, bro. Now I'm
2
like,
weeks.
I get why Daredevil has a hard time beating this guy. Well, he's a demon. I'll be honest. He's the most threatening guy in Daredevil. You don't want to deal with this dude.
And Vanessa moved me the most the episode too. What she did, I like that shit the most.
I need to look back in.
Now that recent episode
moved me.
That was a fire episode, bro.
What I say on baby?
Have y'all seen the new DMC anime yet? I'm watching it, and they're dropping hella Easter eggs.
I watched the first episode with Lonnie when we were out in Spain. It was pretty cool, but I wanted to wait to watch the rest. I think maybe my favorite part about this weekend is going to be trying to catch up on everything. But I heard the Moonrise show is really good, especially since they dropped all the episodes. And they dropped, I don't think I've ever seen Netflix.
All at the same time?
Yeah, 18 I saw.
What the?
I saw 18. So I was like, wow, they must be really, really really impressed with whatever the creator of that is. Obviously
on Netflix, are you sure?
Yeah, I saw it there. But also remember, my Netflix was in Spain, so that could be completely different than it was here.
Shut the hell up.
Can I
Did I get unblocked from the
You know what's
Discord?
funny? I think I do see.
Yeah,
He is
he's
there.
there. You know what,
He's
Junebug?
on the ban list.
You know what?
He's on the ban list.
Yeah.
As of recent times, you've been acting like a normal, functioning human member of society in the other discords that we
Yeah.
take part in. Other captains, is it okay if I lift this man?
I'm cool with. I don't know why he got banned in the first one, so I'm cool.
I don't know why it got banned, but W redemption arc if we're going that route.
Yeah, facts. The other two people who were banned, they redeemed themselves like you do.
Not
We're
only did Will.
gonna take care of you, June.
Let's go. Celebrate
Yeah.
recovery. Let's go.
Congratulations, man.
Rehab works.
Yo.
Oh man, yeah, this should be a good. I need to peep that Moonrise first episode, but yeah, random. This season of anime.
Oh, I saw Lonnie's
Shut the hell up.
Shut
Shut the hell up.
Miles, you gotta read that one, bro.
Miles was on my ass that day. Yes, I was. I was not playing with you.
I know who
You
you
know
are.
Diddy is crazy.
This anime season is crazy though, right now.
I saw Lonnie's little crash out about
I could
the
do
beginning
it
to
at
the
the
end, and I gotta see it.
Just just let Lonnie be. Just
I saw the clip. It ain't look good. I'm not gonna hold you.
I
it's
thought
damn
it too.
near
It
Blue
didn't
Lock
look
level.
good either, but
I did it. I did it.
I want to save my thoughts for when Lonnie gets back.
Yo, he's banned too.
But even after all of that,
Hellfire,
it's not
Oh,
bad.
has he?
Yeah.
My fault. I'm gonna say that over here. My fault.
It's not bad. It just looks like there's no money behind it.
Yeah, could have been better. I'll not deny that, but I do think people are overreacting. Good season though. Good season of anime. Love to see it.
Yeah, anime's back, guys. Anime.
Oh, I can't wait to watch Fire Force. That's one of my weeklies, man.
Well, that Fire Force had a really good episode, and a sleeper.
Oh, is that already?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They had a really good episode.
Too bad I
Sleeper.
still watch
That people who like slice of lives. I told this to Miles.
I'm watching it because you keep pushing this prop. I gotta watch it.
It's like a Studio Ghibli Raggedy Ann slice of life anime. That's how I always. And Shirley, if you want to just feel good, have a good little. You know what? I want to be happy today. Check out Anne Shirley.
I mean, it's crazy that you said Studio Ghibli because that's how I feel with Yaiba right now. That animation is insane.
It is.
People are saying OG Dragon Ball vibes.
In terms of
what?
In terms of what? In terms of art.
No, in terms of the old style type.
Yeah.
Like in terms of art, sure, I hear you. In terms of animation, it's damn near Studio Ghibli. It is clean.
It's very good. Just not my style of anime, so I'm not interested. But I respect it. No denying. It's respectable.
But yeah, as you can see, everybody's happy that we finally have multiple animes that we can talk about, different genres of anime. You can get your shonen jumps, style animes. You can get your battle shonens. You can get your slice of life. You can get your comedies. Anything. There's something for everybody at this point. Isekais, you name it. Finally, anime is back. We're here. But yeah, we are at the 3.5 hour mark. My God. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, for everything. If you guys haven't, hit our like and subscribe button. Go ahead and join our Discord. Check out our link tree for all our socials. And just be part of the community. We have more content on the way. Stay tuned. With that being said, much love and stay blessed.